Welcome to the Blaze interview. My name is Blaze, and today we have.
Miles, aka Reddeth, your boy. We're gonna do the music.
Is it Red or Reth?
Reddeth.
Reddith.
Like a old English kind of thing.
Old English. How'd you come up with Reddith? How'd that originate?
Well, I went by Kid Red first, and then Waka Flocka Flame signed a guy, and his name was Kid Red, and he was immensely more famous than I was, as hard as that is to believe. So yeah, I think when I was Kid Red, I just got a whole lot of variations of Red and different ways to call myself that. And Reddith started out as an ad lib, actually. It was a bar, and I was just kind of taking myself back, and then more and more I would say it's Reddith before I started rapping, and I was like,
You just started coming up.
Yeah.
All right, cool. That's it. So how did you get into rap? Like, how'd you?
Uh,
When did you start rapping? When was it like your first time? Your first bars? Do you remember the first bars you ever wrote?
No, man. I wish I could. Like, people talk about like if there's a box like full of everything that you lost in your life. What would you go for first? It would be my first notebooks. Like my first shits are written because I couldn't tell you none of those shits.
But they were probably garbage. Cause you were like, how old were you when you started?
I was 11.
You're 11?
I was 11, yeah.
Like, what does 11-year-old have to like rap about? Like my teacher's a bitch. My mom's made me do my homework.
I guess we could get pretty close. The first mixtape that I ever released was on MySpace. Yeah,
nice.
My brother Jake the Jeweler. Yeah, so I think that's when we were like 12. I think probably
12. Okay, so is it still on MySpace or?
I think so. Yeah, I think that it is. I haven't been able. When I found it on my phone, I haven't been able to listen to it because I guess MySpace has a weird thing. But yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I have. I remember I've been back on MySpace like recently because I have like old pictures in there that people's like, oh, show me some pictures of you when you're younger. Man, it's just like
I'm not going back to those pictures.
You're like, I'm ugly enough already. Shit, I don't need to see when I was uglier.
Man, no, I started rapping at 11, and I love telling the story. My oldest brother, he came home one day, got us all together, put us, in his room, and it's funny because I just saw this same CD player at Nervesa Records or whatever, but it was broken, so I couldn't buy it.
Mm.
So yeah, he comes in, he puts the CD in, we're playing this music, we're jamming a little, we're like, okay, well, who's this? And he was like, this is me. Well, this is you on the track. He's like, yeah. And my no hiccup, no hesitation in my mind, I was like, I could do better than that. It's a brotherhood rivalry thing. Yeah, that's
sick.
Began, yeah.
What's his name again?
My oldest brother is Dewan.
Dewan, but what's his rap name?
He goes by D-Lou.
D-Lou.
That's his lifestyle. That's his
D-Lou is his lifestyle. What does that mean by lifestyle?
I mean, he's D-Lou all the time. You know what I'm saying? He's always Lou, D-Lou.
Okay.
So they call him Lou, yeah.
So your first thought was, fuck this dude, I'm way better than him.
Oh, 100%.
And then like, all right, I'm gonna go out and prove it. So what was
that's where the beautiful thing is, because like he seen that I started writing, so he would take me to the studio, or whenever they would like go and like freestyle, him and his friends or whatever, he'd bring me through, and yeah. So very supportive older brother. I love that, man.
That's good.
I don't tell him to his face, but
delete that part.
Yeah, take that shit out and post.
Okay, that's cool though. So your brother was a huge influence on you and getting you into rapping. So you were 12 years old when you first take me through the process of you in the studio recording your first song, not the whole end of the album. Like, what was the first song you recorded?
The first things was with Justin Martin. Shout out to Justin Martin. I was just playing 2K with him yesterday. Justin Martin's my first friend ever. I met him in kindergarten. So this was 12 years old. We would record on his phone in his computer room in his mom's house. So, after making the MySpace profiles, whatever, it's like, all right, cut the beat on. And we're like, on a cell phone back then. So you already know this shit sounded
crappy. But that's how Soulja Boy came up. That's exactly how, especially on MySpace. Remember the old story of LimeWire? He would put his songs under fake people's names, like 50 Cent. And people would download his songs and he's 50.
You want to know something funny that LimeWire fucked me up with? For the longest time, I thought Maneater was sung by Meatloaf because of fucking LimeWire. I remember like finding out. I think I was like, I want to say this was like just maybe like 4 years ago that I realized this.
Okay.
And I was talking to somebody. I was like, yeah, me and Maneater by Meatloaf. And they were like, what the fuck did you just say? I was like, by Meatloaf. We all know this. It's all shared common knowledge. No, it's fucking LimeWire MP3s.
Yes. I ain't gonna lie, one of the favorite things I used to do is I would go through the, because I used to sync into my, the Apple Store.
Yeah.
Or what was it called? It was before it was Apple Store, just the Apple.
iTunes?
iTunes.
Yeah, iTunes, yeah.
I used to sync it to my iTunes, and I would go through it, and I would edit it and like put the artist, the year. I don't go online and I'll Google that shit, like, and like go through it and like try and find like the references and just feel that shit. I ain't gonna lie, I should have known then I was autistic as fuck, cause that shit was just
that shit was a lot to be doing, bro.
But it was just like pleasant, cause it's like a tedious. Like it's fun because you're going through the song and you're like discovering artists and shit like that. You're discovering like how it's like said and who says it. I ain't gonna lie, I was autistic as fuck.
It sounds like it.
Yes.
I do that. I do that now with my music, but nah, bro. I'm not finna do that with everybody's.
I was like middle. This has peak middle school, so this is like peak. I have no fucking.
Yeah, nothing to do.
Nothing to do. This is pre like cell phones. You know what I mean?
Ah, yeah, for sure.
This is pre. This is like remember. Do you remember when the iPod Touch came out?
I remember that. Yeah.
And then
the little spin wheel, you had to like slide it. Yeah.
Yeah, that, and then after that, then the iPhone came out. It was just like.
Yeah, like back to back. Like it was wild, man. Like I feel like MP3 players and CDs, like peaked in like their second year of high school and then just completely disappeared. Like CDs didn't really last like super crazy long. So we had VHS and then we went from DVDs to like immediately like streaming and like and like actual like Netflix and shit. Like Netflix like was on the.
Well, you're younger. You're like what, 4 years younger, right? So you're 5 years younger. Because I'm 31. You're
28. Yeah.
28. So you're.
So yeah, I remember like before
Yeah, because like I was a kid, because especially as a LimeWire, I would just burn CDs. So I never bought an album until like high school. Like the first albums I bought were my mom made me buy the censored one. But it was because
what was it?
It was Eminem's Curtain Call.
Oh goddamn! You can't listen to the edited version.
And the edited version, 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying.
You can't.
Those are my mom.
Can't edit those.
I bought those were the first albums I had, both edited, and then after that, it was Kanye West edited.
Damn, what was back then? It was like what, My Twisted Dirty Fantasy?
No, that was
Graduation.
It was Graduation.
One of my favorite albums.
It came out. I want to talk to you this in a second, but sophomore year of high. It was seventh grade year. It came out. It was seventh grade year for me, and it was those two songs were the songs of seventh and eighth grade for me. That like those two albums I just had on repeat for the whole year. This is before especially now because of streaming.
Yeah.
Like you had an album. You play that album, and that's all you played.
Yeah, you played the fuck out of it. Like I used to have we had the original Xbox in my house. This was back when this is when I finally had had like my own room. My oldest brother moved out or whatever. So I would, him and my brother Robert put like so much music on there, and like Graduation was like it was albumed up. Because you used to be able to burn the CDs onto the Xbox. So I had like Graduation, a whole Robin Thicke album.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was a dope ass album. I need to go back and listen to that album. That album was pretty tough. It had like Shooter with like Lil Wayne, and then there's what's that one that I want that I like. All night long I wait for you. Wayne was on that one too. Really good. I'm gonna show you that song in a bit.
No, you can't play it here.
Yeah, no, obviously.
Afterwards.
After a while.
No, okay, yeah. No, I do like Robin Thicke, but like after he put that song with Pharrell, he kind of fell off.
The Blurred Line song?
Blurred Line, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a great song. I loved it. I was bumping it for a while, but now you don't hear anything about Robin Thicke. The only time you do, Christmas time, when he has his Christmas album.
I think I'm gonna start getting into Christmas albums. Cause I don't know who. Like, there's a lot of people that have Christmas albums. Like Bryson Tiller, that's somebody I listen to a lot. He's doing a Christmas album, and I'm like,
I think technically Tyler has a Christmas album.
The creator?
Yeah.
Really?
I think I know he did The Grinch, but I'm not sure. I think he produced that album. And so technically,
that should really make some motherfuckers some money, huh?
Yeah, that dude can retire out of that check alone, probably. I mean, the revenues every year on Christmas, he's probably getting a few grand.
He's getting the bumps, yeah.
Yeah, because like kids are gonna be playing their streaming services.
People really like Christmas.
Of course, who doesn't? Yeah. I love Christmas. You don't like Christmas?
No, it's not that I don't like it. It's just, I mean, like it's Christmas. I don't know. Like I just know it's like about me being with my family. I think is what I've always thought about. But
that's like same thing with like Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving and Christmas are basically.
Yeah, Thanksgiving is the favorite because I mean, obviously it's
more about food.
More about food, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I say it's.
I know it doesn't look like it. It's just high metabolism.
High metabolism. Okay. So you're gonna come out with a Christmas album now too?
Man, now
he's like the money may be made.
I'm finna make this check.
Okay, so let's go back to the first song. So do you remember the first song you ever recorded?
Oh man, I wish I had Jake here for this. I do believe first recorded. Fuck, I can see my phone in my hand playing it, and I remember I used to send out like the mass text of the song, like via like an SMS.
Do you remember the beat or anything, or how it went? What's the hook? Nothing.
The earliest one I can remember was one, and it was actually a really big reason. The guy Jake that I was talking about, he's my best friend, my brother, man. His children are my godchildren, you know. His son has my name and his middle name, so you know that's my guy. Nice. We've been making music about as long as I've been making music together. Yeah. So the way we met was we were introduced by a mutual friend at the Boys and Girls Club, and he had like his beanie down over his eye, and my boy Jarvis, he introduced us. He said, "What's up?" I was like, "What's up, bro?" Wouldn't shake my hand. I was like, "Oh, okay, motherfucker, all right." So then later on in school, like we heard that we were going to school together. We make music. So like he's like, I heard you make music. So he
wants to be the cool guy.
I showed him. I think he told me it was Dwight Howard. It's a song that we wrote about Dwight Howard because I was a Magic fan at the time, or I'm still an Orlando Magic fan. Very big.
Life gets better after death.
Yeah.
So you made you called
it? We made a song called Dwight Howard because I think Lil Wayne had that song about Kobe.
Okay.
And so this was the
2011.
The year after
the 2011 playoffs. Yeah, this was.
And again, the reason I'm an Orlando Magic fan is because my older brother was a Lakers fan. So when they went to the final, like, oh, well, look at this bitch. And then I like Shaq, so I was like, oh, Shaq used to play for him too. Yeah, that's my team.
Yeah. So, well, I graduated 2011, so I remember that championship really well. I remember. I would listen to the radio because I couldn't always be in front of TV. So when I was driving, I listened to the radio, all that shit. That was pretty fun.
Oh yeah.
I remember when I was listening to the radio when Metal World Peace, Albo, Trevor Reese, and I was like, bah! I was like, what? And I was like rushing home because this is like before everyone had YouTube on their phone.
Oh yeah, you gotta go see it.
Yeah, so I was like rushing home.
That shit.
Yeah, so I had to go home and I had to go like ESPN, see what the fuck was on there, and just seeing that fucking album. I was like, damn.
I used to miss. I've always liked ESPN. It was just something. It never goes off. Like it's like just always on time. And my brother used to play that shit all the time.
It's just easy. It's like
it's like the perfect in the background like thing to have on.
All right, so we're going back. You guys figure out that you guys both made music. He's like, "What's up?" He's like trying
exactly like that. Exactly like that.
Look, let's see if you're any good. Yeah. He was trying to test you,
and I wasn't. Yeah, we were fucking. Yeah,
you guys were 11, 12.
Yeah,
so
fucking, I mean, but at the time, we were. I think we were innovative for the age. I think it was fun. So we instead of recording on Justin's phone, Justin was there. That was my guy. But we went to Jake's house and then recorded on his phone. The track list we did. That Dwight Howard was on that Kobe Lil Wayne track. That was the beat for that.
Oh, you used that beat. Okay.
Yeah, we used that beat. Oh, these are all Jack. These are all Jack.
No, that's.
We didn't know any producers at the time.
No. That's how she started. You gotta rap over.
We did that one. We did Roger That. I remember. We did I Want to Pop Right Now. That Snoop Dogg song.
Okay.
We did a few others. There's this Halloween beat that we rapped over. I can't remember. That was just like a Halloween type beat though.
Okay, that's cool.
It was.
What did you guys call your mixtape?
Genius Collabs is what it was.
Genius
Collaborations. Yeah.
Okay.
GC is what we went by. For the first bits. Yeah. It was fun, man. It was a fun time. We went through a lot of different name changes.
As you do.
And for a moment, we were Sesame Street. Yeah, it was
bad. That was bad. That why did you?
I don't even know. I don't. Yeah.
You was Big Bird.
No, I was Elmo.
You were out.
Yeah.
Because you read it.
Yeah. I don't know. We were. Yeah, it was like
children.
Yeah, it was like Ed and Eddie, man. Like Jake was always like, let's do it. I'm like, all right, bet, let's do it. Let's get it done. Like for a moment, we were gonna start like selling other kids tattoos and just like pen the fuck out of them, like on their arm. Yeah, I don't know. It was just something we were about to do. I don't know. It was getting geared up, and like they would like pay for us to just go back over it if it were fake.
Interesting. Y'all were trying to...
I don't know. It was Alabama, man. We were bored as fuck, and
You were trying to make... It's like, how can we make money? I don't know. Let's draw.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you tried something. I mean...
Yeah.
Did he become a tattoo artist or anything like that? Or is draw
still? Man, my brother, he's been a lot of things. Tattoo artist was one, yeah. He's done some tattoos, yeah. He did this one for me. This little one right here.
What is that?
It's a small. It's a 7 and then the I for my charter of things, essentially.
That's an eye?
Yeah. Look, the eyeball's right there, but it's like slanted.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now I see. It's like anime eyes.
Yeah.
Okay. It looks like Pokemon eyes. Now that I have some thoughts, I was like, what the fuck is that? I thought it looked like a knife or something.
Nah, it's a little eye. It's my eye.
I7?
L7 essentially. Yeah,
L7?
Stone Age, yeah. The way, yeah. That's the label collective. What I do essentially.
What is that? When you see label collective, so
like basically all the ideals and the beautiful things that me and Jacob have found in life, and that we
Okay. So now that you guys been doing that, when was your first show? When was the first time you performed your music?
Well, I was doing back then. I was doing the talent shows, so I did that.
So you rap? You were doing acapella, or
no? We rapping the talent shows. Yeah, I had.
But were you guys using? You guys were just rapping over the beats that you.
At the time, I was working with a boy, Tarian. Shout out Tarian, good though. He had a keyboard, and so keyboard had little presets.
Yeah.
So I think that was the first original track that was done. It was called Clock Stop. We fresh and we fly, do what we supposed to until we die. We fresh, yeah. I don't remember my verse for that, but that's funny. I remember the hook. But yeah, Jake was too cool for the talent show. Yeah, so we.
Come on, Jake. You're not too cool for the talent show. If you're too cool for the talent show, you're too cool to fucking be on stage. You know what I mean? You're not too cool for stage.
Look, we got to it. The first time that me and Jake performed together, we performed separate a lot. Think about it. The first time we performed together. Damn, when was that?
Yeah, now you're going through everything.
I can tell you the last time. We put on a show at Brass Monkey down in my hometown. It's not Brass Monkey anymore. It's something different. But, it's Club Dare.
This wasn't when you were back in town for your birthday?
No. This was years before I left.
Okay.
Yeah. And man, we packed it out. We shut it down. I love performing with him, man. He's I don't know, man. We've been doing it together so long, man. Like, I'll tell you that show was the first time I was nervous ever about performing. Was that show, because it'd been a while, and I hadn't really put anything out new, and that's what I love about Jake. Jake's always working. He's always putting, He's
still making more music today?
He's got an album that he just dropped, and
you on
the day.
What's it called?
Naga Chronicles. The first one just dropped everywhere. I do believe.
Spotify.
Slither Finesse is what he goes by.
Okay, Spitty Finesse.
Slither Finesse. Like
Slither Finesse.
Slither Finesse. Yeah.
I got
with an A though. You gotta say with the A.
Slither.
Yeah.
Okay. Takes me a second. I feel like old now.
Oh no, it's not. But no, man, I was nervous. So I remember the first time that I did the talent show, and like I remember somebody asked me if I was nervous. I was like, no, I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready to do this shit. And I remember me and Jake for this last show, the most recent one that we did, we practiced in my kitchen in my apartment, like
that's fun.
Over and over and over again. And even still, I was like, man, I'm nervous. I was nervous up until the point where he brought me on the stage. And we did this like back and forth thing.
Yeah.
We have so many songs together, so like he would do one, and then I would do one, and then he would do one, then we do one together, and just so we were both just running on and off stage essentially.
Yeah.
And yeah, the moment that I stepped up there, I was like, yeah. And obviously standing up there seeing him was always, always a great thing.
That's sick.
Puts it right back where I'm supposed to be.
All right. What's the last album that you dropped?
The last project I dropped was EP, Spaces. Spaces, the EP. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's Spotify and everything. It was right before I left Alabama.
Yeah. Okay.
It was, basically just about the spaces between, you listening to some of your, favorite music, just making sure that I throw that in there as far as like, I don't know. It was a weird time. Weirdly enough, I'm having a great time right now working on the LP right now is Uninspired, and it's one of the most ironic titles because I'm making probably some of the most inspired music I've ever made in my life right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. So you moved out here to make more music.
I moved out here on accident, really, kind of.
How do you accidentally move? It's not like you fell down. It's like,
well,
Alabama's a few states away. You guys just fall over to California.
I was leaving Alabama, and people talked about California, and I was like, I lived in New York, and I was like, I don't know, it feels like that's going to be kind of like that, and I don't really want to get back into that kind of mindset, So I went to Colorado. I'm actually coming here from Vail, Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in Colorado, and I was a chef out there, and it was really nice. Everything was really dope. I love the people that I work for. Shout out to Rudolph, my guy. Oh, yeah, Coach Rudolph too. That's cool. But yeah, and then it's just the housing market, man. The housing market out there was like terrible. I was making good money and everything was fine. It's just I couldn't, I was working like and I had employee housing, and they couldn't supply it for the winter because the winter's like a really big season.
Yeah.
So my guy was like, you keep your job, everything's fine, but You gotta find somewhere to live. And I was like, oh, easy. You know, I'm thinking this is gonna be what's name. I've even got like people, you know, want to go in on a place, but couldn't find anywhere. My cousin called just to check up on me, and my cousin had just moved up here like 2 years prior. And he was like, oh, it's funny, you know, like I did just have a roommate that just moved out if you wanted to move in. And I was like,
fuck it,
you know.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that's how life works.
Yeah. I thought about going to Seattle. I like rain. So I thought about going to Seattle. My boy Noah O'Connor, shout out to Noah O'Connor. He's in Seattle right now. He's doing really well.
I heard the hip hop scene's really good in Seattle.
Yeah, that's what he's in. Noah O'Connor's super dope. He's giving me so many fucking beats. I have so many of his beats that I haven't used. So many from the vault, man. It's crazy. Like I could pull something from like a decade ago right now and like put it on something new. Like it's fucking.
Well, like let's say like Kendrick. Kendrick's in the industry. He's known as a huge like beat collector, and like he has a huge like vault of beats that he just won't let anyone else have. And so and some hip hop artists are like really upset at him at that because they want to. If you're not going to use it, let me take it. You know what I mean?
I'm big on that. Like if there was another artist, you know, maybe in the future or something, and if I heard them and if I thought they would sound dope on this one beat, the biggest thing would be that if I have the beats, you know, the producers know that I have them. So, like, they'll know if I'm doing something because I know I'll reach out, you know, I'll give them their credit, you know. I'm really big about giving people their credit.
You have to be.
But if, say, I gave you one of these beats, like, especially one, like, from Noah O'Connor, and you put it out, he's going to be like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know who you are, how'd you get this beat? You know, kind of thing, unless you know, talk to him. But, yeah, I'm about making that connection. I'm not mad about anybody harboring beats because I do it on accident. You know, so I just have a whole... Because, like, I'll like, lose my phone, so, like, all the beats won't be right there in my palm, but they're in my, like, G now. So, like, I have, like, fucking, you know...
Okay, I see what you mean, yeah.
So, yeah, I like to share, though. I like to share, man, so...
I mean, look at Kanye. Kanye West, you see any of his songs, he's got, like, 12 or 20 people on it. Yeah. Because he's like, you want credit, you get it. You want credit? And that's one thing, that's why people love Kanye West so much in the industry, is because he's not like, oh, I'm not going to give you no credit. He actually, like, spreads the wealth around.
Yeah. Because I mean, he's got the money to miss the money. You know what I'm saying? And I think that me personally, I mean, I don't know, man.
But he's been doing that stuff since like graduation or like our dropout.
Yeah, like you know, nobody really treated him right. You know, as far as like him coming up in the game. You know what I'm saying? He should have been a lot more famous a lot earlier. Yeah. But I'm glad he didn't. You know, because ain't no telling what kind of Kanye we have right now. Childhood fame, Kanye? Oh Jesus Christ.
I don't even know. Well, I mean, think about like Northwest. Like, I think she's gonna be like everything that Kanye was.
I don't know. I feel like she's like weirdly down to earth, kind of.
Surprised, like when you see her like talk, she's like, this is weird. Like,
especially like it's Kanye and Kim K's baby. It's like she's like just weirdly a person. You know, like just weirdly.
I think that might be more of Kanye because Kanye's been very against like putting her in the public, and now that she's a little older, she's like in middle school now.
She makes her own decisions.
Yeah, she's making more decisions, but like when they were kids, they didn't really have pictures of them, which I think you should. I mean, I'm not a big fan of people putting their kids all over social media.
100%. Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. But I mean, if I have a picture of like a kid in your house for sure. But like, yeah, no, I mean, and I'm glad people talked about it. But like, yeah, you're displaying your children for weirdos. You know, like you don't know who's looking at this picture. There's a lot of weirdos in the world. I feel like we all know that.
I mean, celebrities, they sacrifice their souls. You know what I mean? They sacrifice not just theirs, but the children's. They put them in the public. And there's some art like Kendrick. He kept this family up until this beef. You didn't really know. You kind of remember Whitney, but you don't really know her. You know he has kids, but you don't really know what they look like.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of none of
that shit.
I think because I mean I'm not like a big like celebrity guy. I guess.
Yeah,
like,
same.
I like if I'm listening to Kendrick's music, I'm listening to Kendrick's music. I don't know who he is as a man. I don't know who he is as a person because I haven't met him. You know.
Yeah, fair.
Like I like The Weeknd. I like The Weeknd music. If I've ever seen The Weeknd in public, I don't know him. You know what I'm saying? I know your music, and the music's really amazing. And I would love to have the opportunity to tell him that. But like, if it's not coming up organically in conversation, why would I scream it from across the room? You know, it's weird.
Fair, but like, people feel like with celebrities, and like they felt like you're owed something because you're a fan.
Yeah.
I mean, if I saw Eminem walking, I'd be like, love your shit, Em, but I wouldn't feel like walking up to him. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah, Marshall.
Get it, Marshall.
Damn it, Marshall. What did Will Ferrell do on fucking what is it called? Damn, what's the fuck is the movie called?
I don't remember.
Night at the Roxbury. He was like Emilio.
I don't remember that movie.
What? Night at the Roxbury?
I've seen it. When it come out?
What's that one other guy's name? Will Ferrell and what's his name? Oh, this was like Ross Perry. I want to say it was like late 90s actually.
I don't remember this one.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I'm glad I got to put you on.
I have to look this up now. We got.
love that fucking movie.
Nah, okay. No, but actually, let's talk about the music real quick because like, I have this own personal belief of like, there's two types of albums. There's the concept album like Kendrick Lamar, and then there's the mixtape album, which is even though it's an album,
just
it's
a
like
compilation of hits.
Yeah, like Drake's album. He doesn't really put like albums with a message or an emotion out there. Good.
Yeah, I just smell everything from Drake.
Don't worry, it's not drug. Just
no, it's something I get from my mom. She always, I don't know. My nose is weird.
I get you, but with you especially because you're saying that this music is this next album that you have, Uninspired is the most inspired work that you've done now to this day. How do you feel this album is more? Is it more like a concept album? Is it more?
Oh yeah, we're about the concept.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the only projects I've done that were. There was only one that was made mixtape size or mixtape wise, but it's a whole beat album, and it was just because I made all these beats and then I put them together. And I just set them out. But every project, pretty much every song, I make sure it's concept or something that I'm trying to share. I have a little more fun on features, I guess. The features, I'll get their concept, of the song, and then just kind of fiddle with it a little bit. Of course, since I'm featuring, kind of give them more of like a macho kind of.
You gotta be more manly.
Yeah, show people who I am. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to kill nobody on their own track, but it's,
I mean,
it happens on accident.
I feel like you should be allowed to do that. I know there is the little bit people feel disrespected that you killed me on my own track, but if I killed the beat, I killed the beat.
Song's good.
Song's good. If the bar is good, it's good. Like everyone's like talking about like Eminem and Jay-Z on Renegade. How everyone's clowning Jay-Z that M had the better verse, but like that shit was hard. Even Jay-Z's part was hard.
Yeah.
The song was Forever with Drake, Wayne, and
Kanye, Drake,
yeah. So like Kanye said he had to go and rewrite his entire shit.
That I definitely get, because I mean you got 3 pens like that in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna get disgusting.
Yeah,
I've heard verses that made me rewrite my shit.
Yeah.
Like with people that I know, Jake being one, and then a few other people. Shout out to them, fucking love those guys, but yeah, no, I think that's the point, like you people not wanting to make a song with someone they feel like maybe is lyrically best, and that doesn't make sense to me. It's like it's for the music, it's not for.
I feel like someone coming on my shit doing it better than me. I feel like there's a little bit of honor in that because you still put that shit out there, even though it's like, oh, he killed you on your own shit. It's like, so what? That motherfucker killed it. That's my boy.
I'm gonna kill him on the next one.
Yeah,
it's still that sense of
rivalry,
a little sense of rivalry, for sure.
Which is different now. I mean, like in your level of hip hop, I mean, there's a difference between like Cole, Kendrick, and Drake. Like there's that, and then like there's like people who are more like underground. Like what is the beef that you feel like is in? Do you feel like there's beef in the industry, or like you just swerve from all that?
I think going back, I was wanting to say this. I think there's a such thing as too much money. Like maybe fame too. Because it changes you. Like it's like anything. You drink too much alcohol, you smoke too much, however much, it's gonna change who you are over time. In its way. Having all that money, I mean, obviously after all that, you don't want to come down and sit and talk with me. You know what I'm saying? If you got like millions, you don't have time. It's never the way. Or, vice versa, what I'm saying? Somebody like me might not, look up directly to these people.
Which is fair,
And it's fair, Another grown man. So they don't want to sit in the rooms either because they feel like they lost the plot or, whatever it is. I just like making music.
No, I feel that. No, but, like, have you been involved in beef before? And is it because of something that you did? Or something that, like, did you have to, like...
hip-hop-wise?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Nah.
Your
boys haven't had no beef wars? You haven't dropped a diss track before?
No, never was. I'm from Alabama, man. If it's a problem, I'm not putting that shit on wax. We can talk about it.
A little more gentleman like that, eh?
Yeah.
I feel that.
Cause it's like writing a song that's immediately and like 100% factually about an ex. Like, because listen, 10 years down the line, let's say that song fucking blows, right? 10 years down the line, you're still singing that song, and it's like you're still singing the song about that ex. So you still have to continuously think about him, whether it's good, bad, whatever. So that's always going to be like a haunting thing. You make a diss track, and that shit gets harder. Yeah, now that person's a part of your career for the rest of your career.
Okay, I can kind of see that. I can kind of see what you mean because every time they bring up every time they bring up 50, they bring up Ja Rule. Every time they bring up Eminem, they bring up everyone else. Literally everybody. There ain't no a single motherfucker who ain't got beef with him. That motherfucker got beef. It's not even his fault. Half of it's just because he's white. It's just like, he's white, we gotta have beef. But yeah, I mean, even Ice Cube, even though NWA...
Yeah, you gotta bring up the whole thing, yeah.
So okay, I get that. I mean, Drake is... Especially because they're 1-2 and they always reference each other. I mean, like, how many songs has Kendrick now everyone's going back like, oh, he was talking about Drake here, he's talking about Drake here. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe he's talking about, because you could say that about 20, 30 artists.
Yeah.
Not even on the same level as you, just like some random dude off the street.
Yeah.
So yeah, beef's interesting now because like beforehand in the 90s people were dying. Now it's...
People still dying, dude.
People still dying, but it's different.
Like specifically like my level of...
Well, that's right. There is.
Like St. Louis people getting...
St. Louis, Florida.
Like,
have you ever heard of trap Lil Rap? He's this dude on YouTube. He's gotten like a whole bunch of like Bloods and Crips all hate him and shit. He can't go to a lot of places. He's from UK and he was a producer. And now all he does is since like 2020 he just goes and he goes up and does research on rappers, and he goes like through all their beefs and shit, and like who kills who, and like how.
Yeah. I think I might have seen one of his videos once.
You probably have.
I'm a lore guy. Any lore of anything. I'm
so you probably heard like especially like rappers and stuff. He's like really about this. Yeah. So he's actually gotten death threats and shit. Because
you telling too much information, bro. What you
but
doing?
He's just talking about shit that's public. You know what I mean? It's not like he's bringing up private shit. It's like this, but he's putting it all on one video. That's the difference. Is beforehand people had to go here and here and here. Now with these compilations, it's interesting to me how like these people on YouTube can like grab all this information and take fucking weeks to make this whole like video essay.
I think when it comes regarding that, I don't think Brandon in Minnesota should know that TT shot L.A. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's information that he can have, but why? You know, like now I don't know. Like there's that kind of information is something I feel like, you know, just leave that in there. You know,
well, there's also this other guy who he goes by Swamp Stories, and he does actual like gang on gang violence, and he's like, this crew is known in this area, and this other crew is known in this area, and like he has like, but this is all public information that you just find on the internet. You know what I mean? And him, what's his name? Yeah, Swamp Stories. He's also gotten theft. He's talking about gangs in St. Louis, in Chicago, LA, Florida.
Just like the Tekashi situation. If you want to mess around and meddle in those things, that's just what comes with it. That's just a sign of the times, man.
I don't know. I have family who bang. I could never bang.
I wouldn't.
It's not my lifestyle. You know what I mean? People was like, you have a good life. I was like, I know. That's why I don't bang. My parents are still together, unfortunately.
Hey, all right. Well, fortunately,
I want the motherfuckers to get divorced years ago.
I'll say I laugh. It's a funny joke when it'll be like somebody like a streamer or something like that, and they'll be like talking about how their family's together, but they haven't made it to where they want to. They're like, "Damn, why don't you just leave?" Like everybody's done this every day gets out. I'm like, it's funny. Yeah, I think it's funny anyway. It's kind of funny.
Okay, I know, but like even now, everyone wants to be a gangbanger because it's cool. It's not cool.
This is why I say that Brandon in Minnesota doesn't need this information about it because it goes into some weird idolization of a lifestyle that it's been perpetuated. You know, it's been pushed even into my little life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's unhealthy. You know? It gets a lot of people hurt. You know, I've lived in hoods. You know, for most of my life. But no, banging was never like my thing. I want to like everybody. I thought I'd be limited if I was a blood or if I would have been anything. I'd probably been a Crip, but.
With the red hair?
Yeah, I'd have been that guy.
Yeah. With the red hair and fucking blue rags all over you. He's like, fool, she's supposed to be on the other team?
Makes my eyes pop.
Stupid. Why'd you do the game? Eyes pops. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
I didn't. I wasn't. I was thinking. I think I had a family. We were pretty close knit.
Yeah.
And then my brother, we just befriended a lot of people. So like, I couldn't imagine being blood and going against this guy or being a crip going against this guy, or however it went.
Well, for me, like first off, I never want to get hit. Never want to get in a fight. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. I was the bitch. Like I was a bigger kid, but like I still don't want to fight you. What? It's true, right? Like
I'm not loud.
I'm not a violent type of person. I was like, why do we need to fight? Why do I need to fight you? You're upset? Okay.
Listen to me. Just listen to me.
Yeah, just like, let's talk. I was that kid. Let's just talk about it. And other people were trying to fight. I'm like, we're not fighting. The thing is, like, that and just, I came from a good family, you know what I mean? Even to this day, I knew for a fact I've had a tattoo. My mom would grab a knife and rip that shit out. Yeah. But I do have 2 tattoo ideas. The first one would be a tattoo right here on my collarbone, and I'll shave a little bit of my chest hair, and it'd be a stick figure dude mowing the lawn. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a funny one.
I like that.
Right? That's just good. That's good. The only other one I'll do is if I ever actually do get married, get my wedding ring tattooed.
I thought about that. I thought that was kind of a cool idea. Yeah.
I'd rather do that than a ring.
You can lose a ring.
Yeah, because it's so easy.
And the ring's like expensive as fuck.
And it's easy to take it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This ain't easy, motherfucker. You gotta go through.
See this one.
You see this one, motherfucker? That
line. I get tatted. She gotta get it tatted though. There's no one-sided on this side. She gonna have to get that thing tatted too.
Alright. What if she still? Alright. Would you still get her the ring too, so she could put the? Oh, you know what you could do?
What?
You could have it so then that way it goes around the ring. So instead of there's a little there's a space for the ring.
Right.
And so then that way.
I think if I did that, I would just leave the rings out of it. I would just do the.
Dude, you know who wouldn't want the ring? They want the diamonds, bro. It's that toxicity of capitalism.
Yeah, that shit was pushed today, that's for sure.
Yeah, they gotta have that big
diamonds,
big ring.
A woman's best friend. What? Dudes get dogs? That's crazy.
Wow. Actually, they both get D's.
Yeah.
Boys get dogs, girls get diamonds. I ain't gonna lie. If a girl ever said, "Me to the dog, bitch, the dog gonna be here before and after you," you leaving. You leaving. A woman ever made me choose. I won't even miss you.
Isn't going anywhere.
I won't even miss you. You gotta make. I hate when people give you ultimatums like that. Like you have to do this or this won't happen. I mean.
Yeah, we could discuss this. You know what I'm saying?
It's like okay, why do you have to try and push me to this?
Compromise. I think I can be a little. I'm an ultimatum guy sometimes. Only after consistent weirdness. You know. Mm-hmm. And I'm like okay, but it's more okay, I'm leaving or this. So almost exactly like you just said, but after time, after it's been discussed, I'm like okay, I'm a good leaver, man.
Yeah, I don't need. The thing is I just prefer not to be told what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if I was about to sweep the floor and somebody tells me to sweep the floor, I don't want to do it anymore.
That's an exact what I mean. Yeah. I was just about to do something, and then you said, "Oh, you better do it." And it was just Oh, I better do what? I better do what?
I better do nothing.
I better not do a goddamn fucking thing. That's what I better fucking do. Not a goddamn fucking thing. You best believe
that comes from I don't know. That comes from all the way we grew up and just you just didn't want to be called a bitch, or let anybody punk you. I think that was a great way to grow up. I mean, as a man, I think that's I think that's for everybody though. I mean, just not allowing yourself to be
having brothers. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because I have a brother, and I would say this: the only person I ever would go out of my way to fight is my brother. But other than that, I won't fight anyone else. But if you fought my brother, I'll beat the fuck out you.
That's different.
I'll let you get a few hits in, but once I see he's losing, I'm like, okay.
Nah, you can't touch brother, bro. Nah.
It depends. I'll let my brother.
My brothers together, it's over with. Ain't nobody touching nothing. Because you touch something, it's all up. Oh, there's chairs flying at this point.
What was that one boat thing that happened last year? Where they did that chair.
Was it in Montgomery? I think.
The Montgomery, yeah.
Yeah. That's Alabama, baby.
You touch one of us, the chair's flying, motherfucker.
That chair gonna go. That's from Boondocks. That's a nigga moment. That's
oh shit, that's funny. Okay, but no, yeah. So what is Montgomery, or not Montgomery, but what part of Alabama you grew up?
Florence, Alabama.
What part? What part of it? I don't know where.
It's like it's really close to Tennessee. It's like the top.
Okay,
left,
so north.
northern, northwestern Alabama. Yeah.
Okay, I've been to Knoxville a few times, so yeah,
Okay, yeah.
I know that kind of area, but I haven't been south that area. But okay, so you were because isn't Auburn and Alabama the colleges on separate sides of the state, so you're above.
Yeah, I'm above, and like we have UNA in my hometown. That's the college there. I think they said that the Hawktua girl went there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You didn't go there.
Congratulate her for the thing. Oh no, I didn't go. I didn't go to college. I was doing other things.
Not good things.
No,
but other things.
No, not good things.
Okay. So yeah, okay. So what is it like in that small, like, because it's different than being like, especially like you said, New York, LA. So how would you compare where you grew up to, out here in LA and New York?
I don't know. I want to call it a small town, but it's pretty decently sized. I think there's a good bit of people, and but I mean, it's small. Like you can see everybody you went to school with at like Walmart on accident.
Like 5 people you went to high school with.
Yeah, like 10. Yeah, like it's a lot of people. But no, the population's pretty decent size. I want to say last I looked it was like 33,000 people. So it's not like it's not like it's not like a one road town, shit like that. But I mean,
we got 2 roads.
Yeah, downtown is one road. That's downtown. 3 bars, 1 road.
Damn, all on the same street.
Yeah, yes, just like that.
2 on the right, 1 on the left. The one on the left, people don't really like it as much as the ones on the right.
Have you been to my town?
I'm just guessing.
The one on the left is OTR. The one on the right is what's the name? I go to the one that's in the middle. That's Wildwood. I love that one. That's my bar. Yeah. You ever in my hometown? You go to Wildwood. You tell them about that shit.
Reddeth sent me, and then they kick me the fuck out. They throw me out. I'm like, fuck Reddeth. They beat my ass. Someone spits in my face. I was like, what do I do?
That would be wild. If you came back and talk, I would laugh, but I'd be like, why did they do that to you?
It's like, what I do?
I had to make a phone call. Like, what are y'all doing? No, it's I love my hometown, man. I would always be home. If I ever had kids, I'd probably raise kids there. Yeah. It's definitely just a retirement city. So there's obviously a lot of young kids who are doing a whole bunch of dumb shit because there's nothing else to do but the dumb shit.
Yeah.
A lot of alcohol. That's what I did. Yeah, it's wonderful, man. Like, you get there, you meet the people, find the people you like, and you can just hang out all the time.
Yeah, slow.
Really slow. If you don't like slow, then it might get real depressing for you. But I like slow, so I was fine.
I mean, when you don't know anything else growing up, I mean, especially LA. So,
it's now, even now, knowing everything else, no, I was still...
how would you, LA, obviously we have 20 times the traffic.
Jesus Christ.
50 times the people.
Huge, dude. It's fucking huge. Fuck. Like, how do y'all do this shit?
You drive.
Yeah, you have to. I wasn't realizing that. After living in New York, man, I don't trust anybody. I don't trust anybody's public transportation anymore. I just can't trust it.
New York's a lot better than here, though.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I like New York public transportation. I like anybody else's public transportation.
You need to go to Japan, then.
Yeah, you think so? Because
everyone I've talked to who's been to Japan, they're like, yeah, the transportation makes New York look like shit.
Okay, Japan, I'm on my way.
And they got everything's like 50% of what we're paying here is what you're paying there. Everything's so much cheaper out there.
So much cheaper in my hometown too. I had a 3-bedroom, 1-bath apartment, more like a loft kind of thing, for like $400 a month. Yeah. 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 Everything's wrong with it, so sometimes I didn't pay that.
$400, bro, for 3 rooms? Bro, I would pay that in a day. I would have so much money. I would have enough to buy a house in a year. Yeah. That's nothing. That's nothing.
You want to make your money? Go get your house.
I mean, I could probably make good money there doing what I do, but
oh yeah, I'm a chef. I could go and make some decent money.
Yeah.
Back. Yeah.
Just even doing private events and stuff. You know what I mean? You could do some good stuff, but
well. Yeah, you probably had to monopolize the area because, it's not just like that. Like I said, there's not a lot going on.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So unless you work in a restaurant that's got pretty daily revenue, then
That's
but doing private events, you might be able to do 1 a week, maybe.
Maybe 2, maybe a wedding and a birthday.
Not a lot of stuff. Again, not a lot of stuff like that going on all the time.
Not enough people.
I don't think on a daily thing. Again, you'd have to be like a monopolized. Like people had to know you, and be like, oh yeah, we're only going to this guy.
Okay, I get you now. I mean, out here there's just so many options, so many things to do. Like you guys probably have one theater.
Yes, one by the mall, and the mall is fuck. It's
far.
Decrepit. No, it's decrepit.
Decrepit.
It's just bones. It's just bones of a mall.
How far is the mall from you?
From my home?
Yeah, from your parents' home.
Oh, well, my mom lives in Muscle Shoals, which is the city over. From where I used to live, the mall, it's like, damn, it's hard to do blocks there because, there's not a lot of blocks there.
There's just empty space.
Well, it's like highway. It's like Florence is like a town that you pass through to get to Tennessee, kind of.
Yeah.
But like it's big, you just can't never tell because
you driving through it.
You're going right through. But what was it? Florence Boulevard is where, like, I used to live off of that. This way, you get onto the boulevard. There's the Jack's Shell, a Crystals. On down, you pass like Applebee's, Waffle House, all that stuff. You go down for like maybe like 2, 3, 4 miles, something like that, and then take a left. And there's the mall right over
miles.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Far.
Oh no, that's not far. Again, when you drive, that's not far for us. Yeah,
not far, but here in LA,
I used
that's
to walk that town, like all over that town.
I could never.
There wasn't a lot of sidewalk all that town either.
I went to New Orleans, Thibodeau once, and there was no sidewalks either there. That shit was weird. Just walking around.
It's weird now. Like it's weird looking back. Like.
Yeah, I ain't got no sidewalk. The thing that freaks me out about the South, a lot of houses don't have fences.
Yeah, no.
Like out here, everything's fenced off. You know where everything begins and ends here in LA. You know what I mean? Out there, it's kind of like...
We know where it begins and ends. You step over that line, yeah. Kirkpatrick.
Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, this is my shit. You know that's my shit too, because I'm going to let you know when we move in.
Yeah, no, okay. I guess that's the truth though, about like the South. The reason why so many people have the front door open is because they also have the shotgun.
Oh yeah, I was very much a door unlocked guy. Because again, you know who live here. So if you come in here on some stupid shit, you're going to get a stupid result.
And people, it's not like out here in LA where people don't really talk to everyone. Everyone out there talks to everyone out there.
Yeah. You know who you don't like, you know who don't like you. You know. And yeah, like even like, I mean, obviously I look like this, so even motherfuckers that didn't know me. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, it's easy to see you when you're the only one who looks like you.
Yeah. So it's weird sometimes. Just like getting that kind of hello, or like talking to a chick, and then finding out that she's known who you are for like 4 months. Because like somebody she knows me or something. Just
interesting. I would say that's more common in high school, but like.
That's like all your life.
All your life, is that why you left Alabama in the first place?
Nah, I left. I think it was time for me to leave again. I think, I get to shucking and driving, moving around, kind of thing. And I've been back for 7, 8 years, so I was like, about time to go again. I needed to pursue the music for one. Getting close to 30, I figure at 30 that's when I'll probably be tired, probably ready to sit my ass down somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? So.
Do you feel LA is that spot, or do you feel like you might want to move back to the South? Maybe Atlanta, because Atlanta has a really good hip hop scene. Miami's got a great hip hop scene.
I want to be anywhere that's just like super hard popping. I don't know. I don't want to be. I want to be off to the side. So, I don't know. It would depend on what it feels like and what I've got going on. Like if I'm talking about settling down, I'd probably go settle down there. Yeah.
In Atlanta or
probably back where
you grew up?
Back in the hometown, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what then with music or in life, how do you view your level of success? Like what do you feel is success? So some people, like in music, they say I have to have a platinum record or I have to have a gold record. Some people they say, I gotta make $1 million. Some people say I want to have a happy family, and that's their level of success. With you, what do you feel your level of success? What would make you happy with your if you were to look back 20 years from now, 30 years from now, and you look back at yourself right now, you're 50, you're looking back at 28, 30-year-old self, what are the things that you say, like, I'm happy with how I ended up here?
I think I'm going to make the music regardless. I think for the longest time, it was about family, and it still is about family. If I could make music that could make them not really have to work anymore, hell yeah. But I think for me right now, it's about believing that that's a possibility of me looking back at 50 and be like, man, sweet. So it's understanding that, you know, I don't know, I think my expectations are just make the music, you know. Mm-hmm. So right now I'm in make the music mode and doing the networking, gonna do some shows. And I mean, yeah, there's goals, you know, things that I'd like, but or just me happy, you know. Mm-hmm. If I'm happy, yeah.
Would you?
Gonna be like, fuck yeah.
Would you be comfortable with the idea? Because like how some artists have contributed to a whole bunch of hits, and they're just only ghostwriters. No one knows their.
Oh man, I'd get into ghostwriting in a heartbeat because that's gonna make sure the family don't have to work no more. That's already knocking that out.
So you'd be okay with just being a studio artist in the sense of like a writer, a producer, and not like even Drake now. All he does is produce. He doesn't go on tours.
I look like this. Imagine if I was fucking famous. I would be able to go no fucking where. I gotta do shit. It's me. Like you're not it's me. It's your boy. It's that nigga. It's that motherfucker. Yeah, nah. If I could be a ghostwriter, make the money that way, yeah. Because I'm always gonna make my music forever. I make my music with no benefactors of any sort of, you know, what's the name, for years at a time. Yeah. So I'm always gonna make my music.
That's beautiful.
But I figured, yeah.
So you want the acclaim without the fame?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like kind of like, especially now with this whole Kendrick and like we're talking about this whole everything right now, everything revolving around the industry right now goes around Kendrick and Drake, because like. Kendrick and he's like, you're the one who wants to be famous. You thought the money, the power, the fame would make you, but it didn't, and all this stuff. So it's like
it make you go away, yeah.
Yeah, make you go.
Money is people. You know, I think some people have done well. Like a handful of people have done well with a whole lot of money, but most people with a whole lot of money. You know, like. Things go left, things go right, you know. Like all that money, it's gonna cause problems for you, you know, in a way.
More money, more problems.
Yeah, more money, more problems, and problems you didn't realize were gonna arise. You know what I'm saying?
Because once you have something, people are gonna want some of it. You know what I mean, my family grew up with nothing. They had nothing. My father made his own wealth. You know, they made enough money to send me to college, help me pay for college, and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not like, and I don't take it for granted. I was like, I'm appreciative and I understand it. So I'm not like. I don't want to take, you know, advantage of the opportunities that I have right now. I mean, I feel like a lot of people, they look at what they have as a disadvantage and not really understanding what they have.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got to think, you know, that's, the industry is taken over by the message of, I came from nothing and I made myself something.
Yes.
So people that come from something they want to feel like they came from nothing. So
yes.
They put themselves there. To then come back up to that. I'm like, I mean, yeah, okay, but you know, yeah.
It's not. I understand this whole like, oh, I did it on my own. Nah, yeah, cool, but like, why not? What's wrong with help? I hate this kind of.
Nobody that came from nothing is gonna respect that outlet. Somebody that came from nothing, they're gonna be like, well, why are you wasting your shit? Don't waste your shit. You're sitting here with me. You chilling with me. You good?
Yeah. Now use me. Use this. Yeah. People who came from nothing. And they don't look at you and it's like, why aren't you using the resources you have? If I had those resources, I would use them.
Use the fuck out of them.
Yeah, I mean, like, look at people like politicians and people in Wall Street. They go to these private schools. They go to these, you know, Harvard and Yale. They don't earn going to Harvard and Yale.
Small loan, $1 million.
They pay their way to Harvard and Yale. Like most of these kids go to these private schools, they have B's and C's, maybe a few A's here and there, but they're not like fucking cream of the crop. They just happen to be in the right family.
Yeah. You know, I know that sometimes those people like have the problems. I think that was one of the biggest revelations of life, like as a kid, was understanding that rich people had issues, like had problems as well, and just this weird belief that I was like, oh, a whole lot of money fixes everything. No, it doesn't. Yeah.
I never thought money fixed everything.
I did for a while. When I was like kid.
Kid, yeah, I feel that. But like even growing up, I always felt like, what's the point of having money? I mean, but maybe because I had enough money growing up. Because there was a time when I was a young. We like it wasn't until the business took a few years to get off. It wasn't until I was about 10 years old that we actually were living comfortably. Like I remember days it was beans for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I mean,
big beans, baby.
Baby.
Pork and beans, baby. Y'all know what's going on.
Fucking beans. Oh, you know what we always love? What? The beans with the hot dogs in them.
That's pork and beans, baby. Yeah.
But the difference is we had tortillas, so we put that shit in tortillas.
Oh, pork and bean tacos is crazy.
It's different. It's tortillas, man. Tortillas aren't tacos. It's different.
Oh, tortillas?
So tortillas, so the big one, when you say tortillas by himself, you mean the tortilla, like the
like the burrito kind of.
Yeah, the burrito kind. Okay. You don't say those are more just tacos. You call those tacos. The little ones are always called tacos, no matter what.
Gotcha.
So it's a little bit of difference. It's kind of like it's just a different thing because when you say tortilla, you
talking about the big thing.
The big one, the burrito. When you say tacos, you mean the little ones. So you would say pork and bean tacos, not the.
I don't know when you said. I don't know why when you said like. I imagine like you had like a taco and like just got.
Well, we get that. What we do is you just rip off a piece of the tortilla and then you just go. Like
okay, so that all right, sweet. So I was just thinking smaller than bigger.
Yeah. So I just even to this day I don't give a fuck. Like I love to do that. Just tear a piece.
I fuck around and do that. Yeah. When you have money, we have tortillas in the crib.
Hey, you got money when you got tortillas in the crib in Alabama, fool. Yeah, you go to the ethnic store in Alabama. You know how hard especially the ethnic store. You gotta get that shit from Ethiopia.
I think the only ethnic store we have in Florence is an Asian one.
Okay.
But every time I've gone by there, they weren't open. I don't know. Like it must have been me bad luck or what. But I've been like.
If that's the case, then they definitely it's a trap house. They launder money through there.
Isn't it? That's crazy.
They launder money through that fucking place. That's what it is. It's a front.
I think that's my favorite thing so far about LA is like walking into a place and like knowing this is a front business and they know and they look at me and we know and they're like okay yeah. It's like I love that I'm able to see the shit.
All right. For the people who aren't from LA, who've never been to LA, explain to them what does it look like when you walk in? Like it's obviously like a liquor store. They take cash only.
LA is like the way that it's set up is kind of like a big ass hood for real.
The whole city?
Yeah, it's like a liquor store on every corner. A check cashing place again on like every fucking corner. A junkie on like every
two junkies per
two of them sometimes.
Two per corner.
And usually that's them like, hey, bitch, go down the block.
Not even they sleep right next to each other. They come to a diplomatic immunity. Like you got this side of the street, I got this side of the street. You know what I mean?
Oh man. Oh shit. I like all the small business. A lot of falafels. I see a lot of falafel places. Mediterranean food a little bit everywhere.
So you're blaming the Armenians?
No, that's not.
But you're pretty much saying your name is specifically Armenian.
I switched from the hood to the cuisine now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So why is it only the places that have Armenians?
These were separate.
All right, I don't know many Asian people making falafel. I don't know many Mexicans who
I've seen a Mexican making a falafel. Don't do this. I've seen it.
Oh, he doesn't own the place now. He ain't working there, but he. Oh shit! You gonna say they sell hummus on the front? If they got pita bread, oh shit! Better watch out for the fans. You know you like that? That was really good.
That was nice. I like that one. No, it's man. I like it. It's beautiful. That's for sure. It's beautiful.
This big ass hood of ours.
Yeah, a lot of beautiful women. Yeah, for sure. I think you asked earlier about like just the experience so far. It's weird. I was like I said, I was expecting to come here and it'd be a little more like a New York kind of state of mind thing. Don't look at motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of more, don't really fuck with anybody, but. A lot of Southern motherfuckers out here, so I'm having the time of my life.
I say this: people don't understand how Southern California is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's really hospitable out here, dog.
Yeah,
people give people shit. Like people just be giving people shit out here
for no reason.
Yeah,
for no reason.
There's a lot of that fake shit too, so that's a lot like the South. Like the fake love shit. Yeah.
A friend of mine told me this from New York. He's like, New Yorkers though, like if you have if you have a flat tire, they'll help you. They'll call you a fucking dumbass when you do it. Like, what are you, a fucking dumbass? You can't figure out how to fucking change the tire? Here, let me show you how to fucking change the tire.
Everybody's got an uncle in Alabama. That's their uncle's favorite thing is to find somebody who's got a flat tire, help them fix it, tell them what they did wrong, so they don't need help again. But Yeah, that's everything to do. Like that, like he's not doing shit else on that Sunday except for helping you with this tire. And if there's something else wrong with it, he can fix it. He's gonna do it.
And you know what? He's talking about it for at least a month.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be like, yeah, I was over there on highway, and somebody had a flat. They were coming from Minnesota. So yeah, I sat there, what's the name? And little gasket was off, so I dove in. I was put that gasket back on. Yeah, for sure.
I could not. Growing up in LA, my first thought is, don't hop on, they're probably gonna kill you.
Yeah. Like,
you assume if they got a flat tire, it's a ploy for them to kill you. Like, that's the difference between LA. It's like, we assume the worst out of everybody here. We don't think anyone's nice. Like, we think something bad's gonna happen, you're gonna abduct us.
I think I was in the car around here, and we passed like 3 women and a dude that were outside of a car that supposedly had a pen. They were like trying to fight. No, absolutely not. 3 chicks and a dude. I'm like, nah, this feels like entrapment. None of this seems right. So yeah, I just kept going. Sorry, Alabama.
That Southern grade goes away.
Because again, I live in New York, but again, like, ask a New York mother what you would do if you just seen some dude just cheesing walking down the street. Just smiling hard as fuck. Just smiling hard as fuck walking down the street. You're gonna think that you're fucking insane, or they're gonna like talk to you. What the fuck's wrong with you? Why are you smiling?
Why are you smiling? That's weird. That's interesting. Yeah. I mean, if you see someone walking in LA, you're like, where the fuck are you walking? Where the fuck are you walking to? Like, are you going to the parking structure? Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, let me say this: that liquor store down the street. I don't understand. You ain't got a car. What's wrong with you? How do you live? How do you have a job?
I don't go a lot.
You can't go there. That's why you spend so much time in accidental.
I'm like, dude, yes. Yes.
The frat house comedy.
Right down the street. Right down the street. Love that place. I think even if I didn't live close, I'd still go.
It's fun. It's great. I love it, but it's just...
Well, it's just, again, it's a bunch of Southern motherfuckers, so, it's all love all the time, so...
There's an interesting amount of Southern people here in LA. Like, but I also agree it's because we're in the entertainment industry, that a lot of people from those areas have to just migrate because a lot of motherfuckers come here for the entertainment. And I would say that I feel like a lot of rappers and comedians, we just always in the same set a lot.
Oh, yeah. I've been really enjoying like being anywhere where the comedy circuit's been playing, especially at Accidental, like where they let people like come work out the shit. I love being able to see that. Like that's like it's documentary shit, Like it's like me like say you wanted to come to the studio and like watch me lay a track down. Like however you would feel about that, like that's how I feel. Like just watching all you guys do your thing.
I feel giddy.
Yeah,
I feel like okay,
watch you guys work out and then see it get good and good. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, like I'm honored. Like it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And then just how hard comedy is. Like it's like I could drop this LP, stop, and then drop an album in like 3 years, and that should go platinum. You know what I'm saying? The comic, you guys are like doing shows all the time, doing mics. Keeping your shit tight, working out.
Here's the analogy. I heard his last name, but Ross. Brian Ross. He's a comedian that I had on the podcast a while ago, and he said this is something that I always bring with a lot of my guests. Comedy is the only art form where they see you climb the mountaintop on your belly. So, like rap, for instance, or painting, or sculpting, you take it away into the corner and you hide behind and you climb the mountain, you're top, and then once you reach the top, you come down to the mountain and bring it to us. Whereas with comedy, you have to keep going, different crowds, different performances. Was it just me? Was it the crowd? It's always a different thing. Because even if your best joke, which always hits, one
time's not. Yeah.
It's just the room, might be the night, might be the way that you're feeling, maybe the way the crowd is. It's just different.
I hadn't bombed until I came to LA.
As in as a rapper?
Performing, yeah. I've never bombed. And that's the thing, like as a comedian, like that's like a guarantee. It's like the first beer, Like it's
okay. Oh, so what does it feel like? I haven't actually had this opportunity. Now that you bring a great question to me, what does it feel to like bomb a performance as a rapper? Like, what is that like? What do you? What is it? The crowd's like this?
No, it's completely up to you. Like it's a you thing. So like what had happened was I was at Sunset Rooftop.
Vodka?
It didn't happen there. I never actually ended up meeting Vodka. I was supposed to do a show. I was supposed to do a show with him, but we never ended up meeting.
R.I.P. Jeez.
I'll get you a soda.
You die first.
Damn.
I'm just kidding.
Damn. I was like, switch out. I was like, damn.
That's the other version.
I'll go to your funeral.
But yeah, you were.
I was there and I met this guy, Mike. Shout out to Funny Mike. I just came from Colorado, so it turns out he lived in jail. Not only that, but he's from New York, so we're just, again, just talking about different places from. He's like, yeah, and I'm like, okay, well, this is a spot you go to, it's probably the gym. This has been the gym's back.
Cali.
Cali Red, yeah. Shout out to Cali Red, shout out to A-Trey, shout out to TJ Kai, I fucking love those guys. So I had already performed there before. And this night, I was at the gym, and Mike was like, hey, I'm going to pull up, come do a set. I was like, all right, cool. Now, if y'all know the old gym, they had free alcohol.
Oh, man.
So my ass was drinking, as any sane person would be doing at that moment.
Because it's the gym.
Yeah. And I'm in there, I'm talking to the guy.
It's not just any drink. It's like jungle juice. Yeah. It's like that shit. It's got like tequila, rum, vodka.
I'm always a straight guy. So like I had the, I just drink straight. I had the, the handle, whatever handle, whether it's straight in the cup, maybe some ice.
They didn't fuck around back then at the gym.
So again, I've already been drinking, before he ever texted me. So by the time he makes it there, does the set, I have been drinking more. So at this point, I would say I'm in that bitch. You know that. So then he gets off and he hits me. He's like, "So you going up?" I was like, "Absolutely."
Just like that.
Absolutely not. And he was like, "Well, I ain't seen your shit." And Drunky was like, "You know what? He hasn't seen it. He hasn't heard or seen it. God, yeah, fuck it, Kai, God, let's do it." So I give my music to Kai. And he asked me, this shit was fucking crazy. I get up there and track one comes on. I don't remember any of the bars. Any of them. Like, I tried. Like, I was like, huh. I was like, hey, Kai, go to the next one. Next one comes on. Not one. Not a single.
Not a single note. Not a single note.
Don't remember shit. I'm like, Kai, this next one.
I'm about to kill it.
It's gotta be this next one. Let's try it. Oh, God. Fucking nothing. So I'm just awkwardly standing up there, drunk, playing beats, basically. So yeah, there was that.
Yeah, the whole 8 Mile situation just.
Yeah, and that was because of drinking. Most recently, actually, I guess technically I bombed twice with the gym. People don't understand that I bombed the second time though. It was a little easier to hide because like we had the track playing behind us, my boy Pablo.
Okay.
And the track was behind us, so I guess that kind of overplayed it. But we had just recorded that song, I think the day prior. So when I went up there, like I've been thinking about it 2 days, like the whole day, got a little anxious about it, and then once we got up to perform it, I had already been doing the verse.
Yeah, I get that. No, I get that. It's like when you have a new joke or a new song.
Yeah, it takes some time.
Can't remember. I mean, Lil Wayne has to rehearse his music because he's freestyling.
When this motherfucker said, "I said that," yes, nigga, you said that.
That's really good.
Yeah, fucking is, bro.
That shit's funny. Millie, I ain't gonna lie. I love that whole
the lighter flick.
Lighter flick era.
The
lighter flick era
ingrained in us forever.
That is the hardest thing ever.
If you let's say you're listening to a fucking Blink 182 song, and you hear a lighter flick, you think Lil Wayne is finna come through this bitch and eat everything.
Yes.
Put on goddamn Sheryl Crow. Put on fucking goddamn Celine Dion. If you hear that lighter flick, you're like, this nigga's finna come and hurt people.
All the small things. You're like, all the small things don't mean a thing to me.
Yeah. Like, it's like, since you can't put a lighter flick on a track now. You can't. Because if you're not Wayne after that lighter flick, it's over, dude.
If you can't flame it afterwards,
I just feel like it's just disrespectful. Even if you go off. I'm like, nah, bro. You can't just do it like that.
The only time I would find it acceptable is if Weird Al Yankovic shit it.
Weird Al hasn't really done anything as far as rap goes.
I mean,
he did
White and Nerdy. He's done a few songs. I can't tell. The White and Nerdy was the biggest one.
Yeah.
But he did Gangsta's Paradise. He's Amish Paradise. Amish Paradise.
I would say more like recently. I think he could probably do some of these trap songs. He could probably get some. He could probably pull something out of that shit.
He's just a great writer, man.
Oh man,
he's intelligent. He's gifted. The best thing about him is his writing.
I love the way that he did his biopic.
I didn't see it.
Daniel Radcliffe plays him.
Oh, I heard of it.
And he's in it himself. As like basically as the agent that's telling him, no, you're never gonna be anything. Is himself. First of all, that's poetic. That's like just weirdly, I don't know, it's wild to me.
I mean, that's a great writer.
It was completely like, it was Weird Al Yankovic's biopic. Like, it was a Weird Al Yankovic biopic.
I've heard good things about it. I just haven't seen it. I didn't even know it came out. I didn't even see a trailer. When did it come out?
2 years ago.
Okay, so that's probably why I didn't hear anything about it.
Yeah.
Because like 2 years ago, 2022? No, nothing.
Yeah, damn. What was going on in 2022? What the fuck was I doing in 2022?
Exactly. Well, you was just moving here.
Yeah, something like it. Yeah, damn, for real?
You just moved to LA, right? Because you said you've been here 2-3 years, right?
I've been here about a year, yeah.
Oh, so you just moved to 2023?
Yeah.
Okay.
I left Alabama in 2022. So I was in Colorado at the time. What was that? How long has it been?
What am I? No, is this
wait a minute. What's happening?
What? Is this a trap?
I had one of those moments in Colorado. I woke up in my bed and just did not remember that I lived in Colorado. Like,
how much weed did you smoke?
None. I wasn't even drunk. I was just sober.
What?
Yeah, it was wild.
What's wrong with you? Was it Tuesday?
I think so. It was the weekend.
Did you wake up from a nap?
I woke up. No, yeah. This was like it was supposed to be the long sleep. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be the night's not death, but like not like the night sleep. So I got up to go pee, but the thing was when I got up, I don't know where my brain was at, but I got up, I sat up, and I was like, where the fuck am I? And I walked to the bathroom. I was like, "This is not my bathroom. Where the fuck am I?" And I sat there and I had to like go into the living room. It was like 3-4 in the morning. I couldn't go back to sleep. Obviously, so I go to the living room.
Cause you're like, "What the fuck am I?"
And I'm like, "What's happening?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah,
I
moved to Colorado. Yeah, and then this. Okay, and then I had roommates that moved. Okay, yeah. So
I don't know who I am.
Yeah, I had to get that little reset in there. Sometimes I need that little reset.
It's just like you just had a reset moment right now. You're like, who the fuck am I?
Dude, yeah, because that 2022, I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have to think about that later. That'll make my brain hurt.
That'll make you. That's funny.
You made me think too fast, too hard, in a small interval.
I understand. I could smell the bacon.
Yeah, it was cooking.
It was cooking, though. Okay. It was cooking. We could go back to your album, your new album coming out.
Uninspired. Yeah,
Uninspired. So, what has inspired you recently in this album? What new sounds? What new artists or concepts have you been thinking about for this new album that you want to release soon?
So, Uninspired itself, it's a project. It's like an ode to the time that I spent over the last few years. Right after, even a little before I dropped Spaces. Definitely in a dull, numb period in life kind of thing. So just reflecting on all those things, reflecting on when I first got here, the person I was then, just emotionally, mentally, kind of things, and the progressions that I want to take to make that better. But for the most, it's very self-reflective about, me and what I was doing wrong, what I've been doing, kind of thing. A lot's been super inspiring. For one, I'm working on the non-hip-hop stuff. I haven't been able to do that ever in my life, so that's been really, really dope.
So more like R&B, more like soul, jazz. What do you mean non-hip-hop? Are you talking rock music? Are you going full MGK on this?
No, I'm talking about collectively starting a thing and just making whatever the fuck we make. This album might be a little more lean towards some R&B. This album might lean toward a little more some metal. I love all music, man. So we're gonna work some shit out. So that's been really dope. Shout out to Pablo. Pablo's actually really been inspiring for this project. I love his sound. I love everything he does. Shout out to Solo. Hey Solo. Shout out to Mark Solomon. That's my guy that I work with studio wise. He has been amazing to work with. He's really been able to help me facilitate the sound, facilitate what I want to hear. I don't know. It's crazy working with him, man. The chemistry is really good. It's like we've known each other for a while. We get in there and we get it done. He communicates clear. I communicate clear. And we just go in there and we fucking have fun. And we make it business when it's there's this track. I need to lose this verse on this track. Okay, that's business. But like when I get in there, I'm like, let's make something new. Yeah, but I come prepared for the studio too.
So when you come in with this idea of making this album, is it like you're coming up with verses and lines and then making the music from the verses, or are you coming in, he's playing the beats and then songs and then you're coming up with the verses? How's your creative process going with this?
I think coming to solo, I had the first 2 tracks. Yeah, I had the first 2 tracks. Then once I seen what he was capable of, I got one of his beats, and I was like, ooh, okay, all right. So now I'll come in with the writing, sometimes, but for the most part, I already have like an idea, like in head, like as far as like a sound that I'm hearing.
Boom, bap, boom, bap.
Sometimes boom, bap. Sometimes it's. I think I'm a little more synthy as far as like when I'm hearing like something in my head, I'm like more like melody.
Piano.
I'll find the melody, yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll be like right to that, and then I'll bring it in. And we'll sit here, we'll mum and hum back and forth to each other until we get it right. And, yeah. So I guess
Combination of both.
These last 2 tracks are kind of hard. They me and him just sat down and just threw some beautiful production together. We just threw some beautiful composition together, and now I had to write to them. And I've always had a really big problem with like making being producing something and then writing to it because it's my own for some reason. Because I just keep thinking about how nice and good the beat is, and I can't like write to it. So,
that's interesting. It's like, or is it more like you're just scared to fuck it up? You just want to make sure it's your baby, so you want to make sure
it's the best. Yeah, I know I won't fuck it up, but it's just I won't allow myself to kill it either. I don't know. It's like I just want to keep erasing. So yeah, we've got the last 2 tracks for the LP that are unfinished right now because I have not gotten them done.
Okay, so we're just waiting for you to finish the last 2 tracks.
Yeah, and then I gotta fucking make a release. But it is coming.
All right, so we're in pre-Christmas or post-Christmas.
What month is it? Is it no?
This is August.
August. Nah, probably yet.
So we're looking at the 2024 release date.
Yeah.
So or
2025. Yeah.
2025 release date.
We both forgot what it was like.
Cheers, cheers. That's just because I've been drinking this one.
Oh.
But no, okay. So yeah, and I get it because like, I'm trying to one of my homies right now, Dreadful Operator. He's a producer. I think you met him. He wasn't there. He was passed out by then.
The last time I was here?
Yeah. I don't think you met him.
Probably not.
No. But he's gonna produce my next album right now.
Okay.
And so right now I'm working on 2 different projects. First one is called.
Me too.
Yeah. Well, first one is I just have this concept we call the title is already Noir Cowboy, or it's a noir Western. So what it is, I have the concept of it. It's a story, and the story I'm telling is about like killing of the self ego. So the first verse is about like me, like being arrogant, and the second verse is me running from the devil. You know what I mean? And then the ending is I wake up on my own grave. So that's the structure of it. I'm just having the hard part of making it sound good, because I know my strength is knowing what it should be, but then filling in the blanks.
Yeah.
Same thing with like you're writing movies and shows. I have a good premise for it and I know how to do it, but I just don't know how to like put the dialogue to it.
Yeah. Okay.
Because of that, and the second one is going to be a soft piano ballad, but it's going to be I wrote it, but I'm having a female artist sing it for me, because
that's the type of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not something I'm capable of doing. So I wrote it with another female artist, and I said, when I get a producer to produce the song, I'm gonna have you sing over it. And so what I told,
you got the studio man if you wanna.
Well,
we can get it done.
I'm gonna have my boy do it. I told him, I promised he's promised me he's gonna get this done for me, and I'm just gonna like do it. But like, I'm an okay writer. I'm not that good. I can come up with a hook. That's the best I can do.
Dude, and I'll say this for everybody. I don't know what it is about hooks, dude. I just don't write them. I don't know. And it's crazy because like I'll listen to somebody say the same thing over and over again. I'm like, man, that's hard. And for some reason, I can't.
I just think it's stupid. Like if I say the same thing over and over again,
it works sometimes. You know? Like,
yeah. I just feel like I'm being like I can't rhyme 2 words back to back because I feel like I feel like if you rhyme blind and then blind afterwards,
that's a bad taste. Yeah,
so
that's a bad taste in my mouth.
I had one of it was the hook is The devil sees also I steal from the blind, and I wanted to go Justice is blind, but I was like, no, I can't do that. So I had to.
Gotta figure it out.
I was like, that bar, like, because I love those two bars right there, but I also want to include Justice, like equivalent to Justice, and like even Justice doesn't have eyes. Something, but like
find your synonyms, man.
Yeah, just like rewriting it over and over and over and over.
Trying to catch.
And the thing is, like, I'll even be Googling shit. Like, I'll be
might have to ABAB it, kind of. You know,
I hate ABAB.
Really?
I just think
I like mixing it up. Like, I might like do like AC, BD, DB, CA. You know, like I'll just have fun with it, man.
I guess you.
But sometimes I do get caught like in like just rhyming in that same one rhyme just over and over. Not the same word, but just all the words just flow with it, and I overflow it.
See, that's the other thing that's might be my problem with it right now is like what's that song from because I love J. Cole, so it's kind of in the same. When I think of this song, I think of like the way J. Cole would write it. You know what I mean? Kind of because when you're writing songs, you think of like this is the artist. So if I were to like say would write this kind of flow, this kind of like vibe and like the storytelling way of it. What's the one is like died over the cross at the start of Christianity. What's that's the bar. I just can't remember this song right now.
I can't think of that song.
It was off his last not Might Delete Later, but the one after that before that. Damn it, I can't remember this song right now. But I know if I see it, I'll remember. I wish he didn't delete that Kendrick diss though.
Yeah, yeah. I'm kind of glad.
Off season.
I'm kind of glad he did. I think he made the right decision in that. Not just, and this like people will say it's because Kendrick will kill him or however you want to put it. I just think that in the grand scheme of it all, like it went against what J. Cole does. He's like I make my music and I get the fuck out the way. Like because that's what I want to do, not because I'm in anybody's way.
Yeah.
Because I don't want y'all in my way.
Yeah, I feel that. No.
So.
The song was Apply Pressure, so that was the song. And
Apply Pressure.
Yeah, by Jake. It was off his the one 2021. Was it with the off season?
Off season. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite J. Cole albums. The whole top to bottom.
I don't think I've ran a J. Cole album before.
Huh?
I don't think I've run a J. Cole album before.
A single one? I will say this. I was a big hater of J. Cole at first.
Really?
Because the first song I heard was that radio hit. The
Workout.
I was like, no, this is so weak.
It was reminiscent of Kanye's Workout Pan for me. So I like
it. But it was just like so radio, and I didn't like it. I didn't, because he even says later like Nas hated it. You know what I mean? And like I can see why Nas, because this is my first time listening to J. Cole.
See, I didn't ever know that Nas said that, because that might kind of like affect how J. Cole is now. Because I mean, you got to think how J. Cole is. Hearing that Nas didn't like that song could have really deeply affected him. That's weird. Like
how would you say that so now? Because when you say that, what do you mean?
So, let's say indie filmmaker, their favorite director is
Quentin Tarantino.
Okay. I love that we were already there.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's the first person I thought of. But so let's say he puts out an indie film, world loves it. Cool. Quentin Tarantino twitters, this movie fucking sucks.
Oh.
It doesn't matter what the world feels. You did this hoping, somewhere in that this motherfucker right here likes it. And I don't know if J. Cole is like the biggest fan of Nas, but
no, he's a huge fan of Nas.
I was gonna say, as if you're making hip hop, and you do something, and then somebody like Nas says like, "Oh no," that's gonna affect you, for sure, 100%. Just out of it, like even in a respect principle, and. I like J. Cole. I believe I like his music. I haven't heard anything that
I
haven't heard anything that's like.
I love J. Cole because like I said, concept. His songs always have a meaning to it. They're not just hits to be a hit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm kind of tired. Like I like it when I'm at the bar, when I'm at the club. Like ass. That motherfucking booty roll. Like there's time when pop like a.
Big Sean got bars too.
Big Sean got bars, but he's not that good. He's he's like a B at best. He's not an A.
I think he has A tendencies. He drops some A bars every now and then.
When's the last hit he has?
His new stuff is sounding pretty good to me.
I haven't heard it. I haven't heard it.
His new stuff sounds. And he also is pretty conceptual. I think now more than ever, he's probably.
Well, beforehand, remember, like, he's been huge about saying that he never wrote shit. That was his whole thing. He says he doesn't write anything.
Oh, like write anything down.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably writing now, so this shit feels written.
So he's saying I think he said he started writing things down now.
Yeah.
But beforehand he was.
It works for him. I've always thought he had bars.
I like the few like blessings on blessings, like throw out
I like
the window.
He had like so much more from the Finally Famous album.
That was a good album.
I like how he presents it. I like how he delivers. Sometimes the bars obviously aren't like just out of this world, but the way that he delivers it sometimes makes you feel that way. So.
It's kind of interesting when you look back at that Control verse by Kendrick. How many people were left?
I was waiting for this shit, dude. And the whole thing, I was getting to that point where I forgot. I was like, this shit ain't gonna happen. It's never gonna come. And I definitely didn't think that somehow, he would be set off by the big three. I was like, if anything, like they were like, you ain't even got to be on the track, but they're gonna bring you up.
Well, J. Cole did, not Drake. Drake didn't say shit about him. J. Cole's the one who did.
And then,
and even though it was like we started the lead, like we the big three, like it was like who's the best one of us three.
Yeah,
and I was like,
okay. And then it was the fact that not only.
I didn't think it was gonna spark this.
I was like, not only am I hearing that Kendrick Lamar is dissing Drake, but Future and Metro Boomin have put together 2 whole albums
about fuck
Drake. I was like, wait a minute. I just went to the bathroom. I wasn't gone long. What's happening? What did I miss?
And then everyone came out. Fucking Rick Ross, Kanye, Weeknd, fucking everybody. Even NBA players came the fuck out. What the fuck?
Yeah, LeBron bumping Not Like Us was crazy.
That shit was great. Nuts. Him, fucking Millie Bobby Brown, Billie Eilish,
DeMar DeRozan in the video.
Everybody.
Yeah. Well, everything comes to the light eventually, folks. So
you know why?
Watch yourself.
Because they not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
It's weird though. Like when I moved to Colorado, Denver just won the championship, and I moved here, and Kendrick Lamar finally fucking sets Drake on fire. Oh, I mean, I've just been moving to the right places at the right time.
I mean, this is like, I ain't gonna lie. I made at least 4 people sit and watch the Kendrick Lamar pop-out concert as a commentary to the whole thing. Like, you know why he's doing this? You know what he's doing? You see what he's doing? You see what he's doing?
You one of them.
I'm like, I had the shit on the projector with a loudspeaker. I'm like, you see this motherfucker?
Listen. I'm into Five Nights at Freddy's, like the whole lore behind all that shit.
Okay.
That's the only thing that I'm really like.
I ain't gonna lie, when it comes to this hip hop shit, I've been since like that came out. I've been here for it. I've been waiting for this shit.
Just talking out their necks.
Oh.
I like Euphoria.
All right, I've been told. Everyone tells me Euphoria is the best one. I've been told Euphoria is the best one. In your opinion, out of all.
I think Euphoria felt the most like Kendrick. Not to say all the elements didn't, but just like from the reason that I love him. The reason I love listening to him coming up and whatnot, like it just felt like it was reminiscent of the Mad City. It was reminiscent of a Butterfly. Like it was the feel, especially the beginning. Him coming in real slow, just that beat at the beginning. I was hoping Kendrick was gonna keep it on that level, just like
he did for me the grams.
I was gonna say I'm gonna just kill you. I'm gonna just kill you softly. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then I heard that beat with the okay, I'm on. Okay, oh God, no. Kendrick, put the gun down.
I was watching. I forget what the anime it's called, but it was like Player 2 or something like that, or Player 1. Is this Netflix anime?
Is that where the brother and sister get stuck in that video game?
No. Mm. This one is where these two middle schoolers meet by playing. It's boy and a girl. They meet by playing Street Fighters in the arcade in Japan, obviously in Japanese.
Yeah.
And so she gets mad because he uses a hack move. You know what I mean? You know one of those moves that like it's a bullshit move.
Not a spammer.
It's spam. It's on the spams. He spams a certain move.
Yeah, you better know how to stop this shit.
That's how it is. And so I was watching that whole series, and it was just, and when I heard that, like it sounds like Street Fighter. Mm-hmm. Like it sounds like we about to like plop 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 plop. Like we about to like get into fighting mode. When I heard that, like someone says like someone said that like it sounds like Power Rangers battling up or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. I was like, this shit, that first beat, and then when he drops, and the one that got me was when like waking him up. But you don't know about that. What you know about that?
I'm here for my child. I'm here for man. Yeah.
He was like waking him up.
I'm not gonna lie. Meet the Grahams.
Bro, I was on a dirt road at 11 o'clock at night when I heard that. I was in the middle of Riverside.
We're not rapping no more. I had to beat the Grahams.
Meet the Grahams, shit.
We're not rapping no more. At this point, I'm on the flight to your house. No, you're not gonna sit here and you're gonna talk directly to my son about me, and then to this daughter about, and then to my mother
and father.
Oh yeah, bro.
And then he finishes with saying,
"You're disrespectful."
Look at you. It's like
now let me talk to you. Yeah, now let me talk to you.
Let me talk to you. I talk to your son. I touch your mama, your daddy, and your baby, and your baby daughter. Now look me in the eyes again, as I piss on your shoe.
Right, that's dumb. That's cool. That's why I don't do this, because I'm like, nah, bro. Because after that, nah, bro. This is not just rap now. This is not just rap.
I mean,
it already wasn't, but like, yeah, no. At this point, no. We at least got a box or something.
He didn't like Kendrick didn't say anything about the pedophilia shit in Euphoria. Then after that he dropped 616 in LA. Which is about like a whole bunch of things about like a whole situation that happened at Drake's yacht party where someone spilled red wine on him and some shit happened.
I don't think I heard.
Oh, bro, 616. Like the whole scene was him like rapping in Drake's from Drake's perspective.
Oh, okay.
So the whole he's like, I'm gonna buy if I feel bored I'm gonna buy a yacht and shit like that. Like that whole shit was about like I think this rapper with the dirt, or not rapper, YouTube What the Dirt or whatever. Like, bro, I've watched fucking 40 different documentaries just dissecting
I'm like
every
that. I'm like that
little
with Five Nights
part.
at Freddy's, dude. Like, I've never played any of the games, but the lore behind. Oh, dog, I'm hooked. I'm in there. Like, I'm watching. And
I've heard a little bit about it, but I don't know all of
I watched Markiplier play it, and that was that was years ago. Damn, I was living with my stepsister at the time. I was like fucking 18 years old. Damn, it's been that long.
10 years.
Yeah, that was the first time I ever watched it.
Friday Night Freddy's been out for like over 15 years, right?
Yeah. So I watched him play it, and then I watched him play like the first 4 games, and then all of a sudden, people start talking about the lore behind it. I'm like, what? Huh? And then, from there, yeah, no, I'm like Game Theory. I watch Game Theory.
Oh yeah. And that's that's a game theory.
No,
that's a theory. A game theory. That's just so corny. I love game theory.
Yeah, Matt Pat. So that's what I started.
He's retired now, though.
Yeah, he left, and now it's a British guy.
I didn't watch it.
I watch another person.
I'll
still pop up on him, but you know.
Honestly, Matt Pat personally, he was one of my favorite YouTubers. I felt like I would say like 5 years ago, I kind of because after a while the game theories are kind of like half batch. You know what I mean?
I get five because he had like Five Nights at Freddy's was.
He was his big money maker.
He went deep for some of those.
I watched a lot of. That's the only reason I know anything about Five Nights at Freddy's is because of Matt Pat.
Yeah, he did like a whole like 5-hour like whole video about just all the things that he like.
I think no, he did the complete series.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was because each one was like 30 to 40 minutes.
He put them all together.
Yeah, because each one was like an hour long sometimes.
Then they dropped a new game, and I was like, well. Guess what? Some of this shit's going down the drain.
Or, Did you know gaming? Did you ever see that?
I don't think so.
No, so they're like, did you know in blah 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 game, this and that is an Easter egg to this and that.
Oh, what was it? I watched Mojo. Hey Mojo, is it Mojo?
Mojo Jojo or something?
No, it's like
Mojo,
it's like Mojo, and the top 10. I watch a lot of those.
I got more of those.
I find myself on YouTube a lot. I think it's because I got my stuff in
the algorithm.
Probably, yeah.
See, algorithm, my friend.
Because I have to watch something when I eat. Like, I don't know, how do people game and eat at the same time? I can't do it. Like, even if I'm playing like a one-player game, I have to pause it, like go to something.
Well, like I play Madden a lot, so it's easy. So like I'll do it, and then as I'm playing
football, because I college football.
I haven't played the new one because I have the old one. I haven't got the new one.
People have been. Taking fucking helmets off in that thing, dude. I love some TikToks. There's one guy on TikTok that like has videos where he's just like, yeah, pow, and man, he be killing, bro. He be killing people. It's just great.
I love sports games. I
play 2K. That's my shit.
I like 2K. I'm not good at 2K. The problem is I can't shoot in 2K. The only thing I can do is layups. Layups and dunks.
That's fine, bro. That's again. I don't like to shoot too much.
Yeah. Well, the only thing
I make slashers. Yeah.
The only thing I do is the pick and roll. I was
just make you a big man. You already go. Yeah.
All I do is I want a fast point guard and a big center, and that's all that matters. Like, especially going back to Dwight Howard when they went to the finals. That's all they fucking did was pick and rolls, and they didn't hit the pick and rolls. They would what was it number 9? It starts with a T. He would hit the 3-pointers
From the Magic.
Magic when they went to play the Lakers in the finals.
I think that's Rashard Lewis you're talking about.
Is it Rashard Lewis?
He was a 3-hitter, yes.
Was he number 9?
Or Hedo Turkoglu?
Hedo Turkoglu.
Yeah.
Turkoglu.
I know obscure basketball players. I played association with my brother so many. We did so many drafts. I know like every fucking body.
Yeah, I remember that. That was fun.
Oh,
I mean, I love playing. I just like Madden the best because there's the breaks in between, and I just love football more. I played. I didn't get into football until 8th grade year of middle school. So and then after that, I just really got into football, and so like I was a kid like all through high school. I just had NFL Network like playing always.
Oh, okay.
I actually went to the bookstore. And I bought 2 books, big books, about like how to play defense and how to play offense. And I read both of them front to cover.
Damn.
And so it was like
in it.
It was about formations. It was about like what body type is best for this like defense or like this position. Oh, you want a receiver? You want something strong and lengthy, or speedy and lengthy? You want a running back? You usually want them stockier, a little bit built.
My brother Robert wanted me to be a tight end. You see how that went?
No.
No. I was a chunky kid, so he thought I was gonna,
And the best I could see you,
different.
Even at your age,
I'm not that fast, so anything I could be, I'm not fast enough to be.
I was gonna say either like strong safety or maybe fullback.
Yeah, I'm not fast enough for either of those.
Fullback, you don't have to be fast. You just have to be quick. There's a difference between fast and quickness. Like quick is like.
The reflexes ain't that great either. I'm just gonna go ahead and oh shit.
No. Okay, so Euphoria's not Euphoria, but Euphoria was the best one in your opinion. 616, I guess you didn't hear.
Yeah, I remember about that.
But when he dropped Meet the Grams, bro, I heard that shit. That was in the middle of the night. He dropped that shit in the middle of the night, like at fucking 10, 11 o'clock.
I remember when he did that.
I was driving on a dirt road. Just dun, fucking no lights. No lights whatsoever. Just dirt road in my truck.
Wait, this was about Meet the Grams. Oh, yeah.
Dun. That shit was fucking
disrespectful. It was completely.
And then we wake up the next morning, and then he drops. He drops the next morning. He drops Not Like Us the next morning. Mm-hmm. He drops it literally the next fucking morning.
I watched that video a lot.
The when it came out 4th of July.
Not Like Us, yeah.
Oh, bro! I as soon as it dropped on YouTube, I was like, I was at a 4th of July party. I was like, hold on.
Just waiting. Guys.
I told everyone, let's go outside. And I was on my cell phone. And it was just like, damn. When he had the fucking piñata, what?
Stop fucking up.
What?
I'm gonna do my stuff.
Why you acting like a bitch?
Ain't you
tired?
And my boy walked over that damn hopscotch. I was like, oh, you stupid.
Hey, my name, that part, and then the fucking when they were at Tommy's.
Yeah.
At like Tommy's, that was funny. But the intro, it took me a minute to figure out what the intro was. And then someone apparently said.
Oh, the intro is one of those songs that he may or may not ever release.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd
love to make a song like that, like a song that's just strictly for this video.
Yeah.
There's a little interlude right there.
Apparently, supposedly, every single word is a song that Drake like stole someone's flow on, or like their style on.
Oh my.
Yeah, like that's some crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like every single word is a reference to a song, and I saw like a little TikTok of it. And it was like every word, and they put it the song cover right there, the song in the cover. I was like, damn, like all my children.
You know when damn come out the 5th time, it's real. Damn. Yeah. Damn. At this point, I understand now.
I just love when people are like lyrical. Like that's why I love.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's why I love J. Cole. That's why I love Kendrick. Like one of my favorite bars from J. Cole, like I said, was the one earlier about like he died over the cross of the start of Christianity. I was like, damn, I would never think of that.
What? I think because you were talking earlier about writing, and you were talking about when you write, you think of like how somebody else would do it, or like how you think.
Yeah.
I don't do that. Mm-hmm. When I write, I'm like, it's just kind of like like an empty room, and then it's like what comes to me. Or if I'm going conceptually wise, then I'll think of the memories that yield, those kind of experiences. Then I'll go from there.
I think for me, it's more like the flow and the cadence kind of thing.
Okay.
Like, I'm trying to get, like, yeah, I've heard this kind of flow in a song before that this person did, and I want to do it that flow. You know what I mean? Or that, like, boom, 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 da 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 da. Because, like, hip hop is a copycat league. You know what I mean? Everyone's copycatting everyone. Like, Latin, it's cyclical, but because there's only so many ways to say certain things. You know what I mean? And so people were like, even Kendrick's used bars from like old rappers. J. Cole, like, don't save her, she don't wanna be saved. Like, Happy did that. J. Cole done that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think like it's more for me like paying homage to those type of artists,
right.
like. Because we all have inspirations, like, painters have their inspirations.
I think you got to understand that, you yourself have uniqueness inside you. You know what I'm saying? So I would say, because it just kind of feels like a limiter, maybe. Like especially if you're actively thinking about it while you're writing, because then you're just gonna be like, oh, but they wouldn't say this, so I'm not gonna do this. Yeah.
I want to. Okay, I can see what you're saying about that. No. I see what you're saying about that. It could be an active like limiter in my sense because I'm too busy trying to copy this person.
Exactly, because again, I agree with what you're saying because about 80% of hip hop is like we've heard it before, and not like we heard it before, but this is you're doing it like it's like no, we've heard exactly this before. I
mean, how many fucking 90s songs are getting fucking covered now?
Well, I'm saying how many trap superstars can we have? Fuck, dude, I thought Gucci Mane did it good enough, I didn't realize that we needed to keep doing it. And then now it's like, that's, people think that shit's fun. People are like, oh, this is the role that I have to play. And I'm like, it's not a role, man. Like, that's, people talk about what they live until they're not. And now that it's become the hottest thing, people who don't live that life, like Tekashi 6ix9ine, are getting hurt.
Yeah, well, that's one thing I would never do in my music. Is like, I'm not gonna make gangbanging music.
Oh yeah, no,
I'm not gangbanger.
I didn't figure you was gonna.
I'm not a gang. I'm not gonna be like talking about like I shoot in the squad. I'm gonna rip them. I'm like I don't think of music like my music's more like talking about like fun concepts, the ideas. Killing of the ego, singing about like a kiss. Like
oh man, yeah. I tell people like people that ever ask me about any sort of writing. Or any sort of music, like, or as far as, like, writing hip-hop, like, what tips? I'd be like, write a song about a flower.
Ooh.
Because that's the only way to grow writing-wise, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to fucking write, even these kids in suburbs are writing songs about spinning the block on their ops. Everybody can say that, because they know the keywords. It's easy to keyword this shit all the way to death.
Fair enough.
Write a song about a flower. Just tell yourself how the flower makes you feel. Like, just talk to yourself about the song.
Wow. I ain't gonna lie. That is one of the most powerful things I've ever heard. Write a song about a flower.
Whole song about that flower.
Wow. I've never thought of that.
I'll show you Flow Knows. Flow Knows is the single. Flow Knows is out, actually. It's a single that's out. And that whole song is about my city, but it's personified in the ideas of a woman.
Ooh, see, that's the type of shit I love. That's that shit that the similes and all the metaphors. Mm-hmm. That's the type of music I prefer. That's why, like I said, like Drake, he never does anything like that.
I like Drake when he's talking about love.
I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough.
But even like the club bangers, I'm like, But like when Drake's like talking about relationships and stuff, he does get super retrospective. And, he has gotten really retrospective.
The one that gets me, Marvin's Room. I ain't gonna lie.
Take Care was a fire album, but the reason I fuck with Take Care so much is because I like The Weeknd a lot, and because The Weeknd was all over that album.
Which we don't know until 4 years later. Like now that Weeknd's big, he's telling how many he took. We literally
and then just go back and listen to Take Care. Like I've been listening to The Weeknd forever.
Yeah, the Weeknd should have been famous 4 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like he's made this album. The last album he dropped.
I think 4 years ago was right when he was hitting it.
You want another drink or you're good?
Oh, I would love another drink.
All right, keep going.
Oh, well, yeah. 4 years ago, I think is when he did the Super Bowl. So the Weeknd's been all right. He's been doing real well. It's just like I've been listening to The Weeknd since I was Georgia. So since I was 14 years old. That's how long that motherfucker's been making music. You know, that's when he dropped his first tape.
I keep forgetting that you were, like, when you were in high school, I was in college. So, like, everything that you're thinking of, just put 4 years, add 4 years to it. Like, everything that you say or thinking, add, like, 5 years to it.
Oh,
and then
man. Y'all better be glad I wasn't in college when The Weeknd first dropped. I'd have been hurting a lot of people's heart. I'd have been, as they call it in Spanish, called El Taxica. Or Taxico? Taxico, yeah, Taxico. I'm not a woman.
O is man.
Masculine,
yeah. A is female.
Oh, yeah. I know a little Spanish. I know my permisos and lo sientos, you know, and things of that nature. I know how to speak in the kitchen to the people that I'm working with.
How not to be racist.
Mm-hmm. Again, a lot of permisos and lo sientos.
Lo sientos. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you love the toxic shit. You're toxic yourself.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. Do I like toxic music? I do listen to a good bit of Brent Faiyaz and Bryson Tiller and The Weeknd, and you know, maybe, you know. I think I just like toxic music. I think.
Are the women you date toxic?
Can you repeat the question?
Are the women that you tend to find yourself with tend to be more on the toxic breed?
I plead the fifth.
So you just like the chisma. You like the toxicity.
Man.
It's okay. I like it too.
I'm older, man. I'm older, man. I can't.
Now that you're 28, you're an old man.
Yeah, I can't do it.
You know, his knees start to crack when he gets up.
It's not fun anymore. It's not fun to be in the toxic thing, man.
Has it ever been fun?
No.
So I think, like, I don't know what it is. I've been told by many women that I'm a great feminist. At the same time, they all say they hate me. Like, every single one of my relationships ended bad. I haven't had a single good relationship end.
I think.
I actually stay in contact with a few exes, but like it's never. Most of them, it's more like I never want to speak to you ever again.
No, man. I think I like for it to eventually be okay. I've had some not great experiences, but man, yeah, that's most of it's good terms, you know.
Hopefully, I mean,
most of it's good terms. As far as like, you know, even if it's like a decision that we don't need to speak anymore, it's mostly good terms. I could obviously, you know, like with future relationships, I don't get involved. Like I don't do all that. But like if all my exes were single right now, I could send them a message, be like, hey, how you doing? And like, hey, how you doing? And not like to get back in, but just to be like, just check up, be like, oh cool, nice to see you.
Okay.
Because like I'm a once I'm gone, it's, you know, there's not really a spin in the block thing. You know?
Okay, I feel that.
Yeah, so.
I don't go back to. I have rules. Don't talk bad about any of your exes.
Oh no, yeah.
I have an ex who I still have. You know, she's in the industry, and she's a comedian as well. Oh, I shouldn't be shy about it. Because I talk about she's a comedian. She's great. She's hilarious. But she.
I was trying to get you to slide it.
Not even. I already have my shit rehearsed. I got this shit rehearsed. Because I was talking about this one yesterday. Because I saw this other dude yesterday. He was like, he's talking about his ex, and he was talking all this smack about her, and he was like, oh, but yeah, I was at a show with your ex, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember, I saw that, and he was like, oh, you ain't got nothing to say about her, and I was like, I ain't gotta.
Yeah.
And it was like, I keep her name out my mouth.
Right. It's like got nothing to do with me.
People bring her name up to me, and I'm like, yeah, we used to date, whatever.
Because what the fuck do you want me to, like, what kind of weird shit you want me to say?
What are you trying to grab dirt or something?
Yeah, we were exclusive, and then now
we're not talking about something. She loathes me.
Oh, damn. What did you do? You know,
well, I've said this before, so we had to have an abortion. So it was kind of that, and then she realized that she didn't love me anymore after that, and so she kind of just felt like... But the thing is, we agree, like, I commend her. I always say every time. The reason why is because, like, we had an agreement. We had talked about it. Is like if she got pregnant before the time she was 30, we would have an abortion. And she was about 28, so she was like 26. And she found out Monday, had the abortion Wednesday. There you go.
Yep.
So she saw Planned Parenthood the next day, had the abortion the day after that.
Yep.
So now, you know what? I respect her. I respect her. I have nothing but. Now, did I listen to Lost Ones by J. Cole a little too hard after that? Woo! You bet I was playing that shit on repeat for like fucking a month, just in the car by myself, just like driving home. I was like, a month later we ended up breaking up, but it was the thing. I think about it now. Even if every other day I think about if we had those kids, how different our lives would be, how different my life would be. You know what I mean, I even tell women this now. I was like, I want children. I'm like, I don't want 1 or 2. I want like 10 or 11.
Yeah, how did you grow up with a lot of siblings?
I have 4.
So again, I think I want to have a lot of children because I've got like
show
oh, y'all know what's going on.
So you want to point everyone out? You can see where he's at in the middle. Barely, it's a little glare.
I'm not a pretentious asshole, I promise. The whole family was supposed to get themselves colored. Okay, everybody was supposed to make their tattoo, but I don't know why, to represent the truth of. I'm just like, you had the tattoo, so it didn't make sense in the moment. But I was like, fuck it, whatever, let's do it. And everybody else's tattoo is just black.
But at least
and then I'm the asshole that's got my fucking, like I'm fucking Jesus or something. Like,
I mean, it looks good though.
Oh yeah, I get a lot of compliments on it.
It's really good because it's your hair is very like I told you this. I'm the light skinned one in my family, so they call me the. My oldest sister calls me the milkman's kid.
The milkman's kid. Oh man, I was just telling the story the other day. So this was during the whole, you're adopted thing, right?
The first 10 years
if you have siblings, you're
always like, you're adopted. You're not a real one.
This is the thing about my family is that my mom said that we were all adopted. All of us were she said she was just babysitting, and she just waiting for our respective parents to come pick our asses up.
I ain't gonna lie. I respect her and I love her. I respect her and I love you. Hey, that's some real gangster shit right there. That's a bit you connect to for years.
Hardest. So this is the thing. Where it backfired. My mom told me that my mother had blue hair and red eyes because I have red hair and blue eyes, right? So we're in Walmart, and the whole thing. She said that she got me from that woman in Walmart. When we went to Walmart once, there was a woman with blue hair. So what do? Immediately as a kid, I'm running up to her talking about mama.
So how old are you?
I was fucking damn. I was young. I was like fucking
5, 6.
Yeah, 5, 6, something like that.
Yeah, that's funny. What happened?
I don't remember. I mean, I remember her telling me the story, but I can't remember. She just grabbed me and was like, "Dog, you're not fucking actually adopted, dude. Like,
get your ass over here, bitch.
What are you doing?" It's like, yes.
That's funny. She said your mom had red eyes and blue hair.
I know, right?
Your mom's a fucking G.
She's an asshole.
Your mom's a fucking G.
I love you. I love her so much.
No, that's not what we're saying. Of course we love her. I'm just saying she's a fucking gangster. She's a G. She's a real woman.
It took one to raise all of us, man. It took one to raise all of us.
I love her. Little I know her, she's already a fucking amazing person. I love her. I'm sure I'll hug her as soon as I see her.
Oh, if we're talking about musically with me, we can't not talk about her. Yeah, like she's done photography for so many people in hip hop in New York.
Oh,
she had 2 radio shows in Brooklyn. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Bushwick Radio. Yeah.
Bushwick. Oh shit.
So she is.
Okay, so your family's all your mom's all.
Well, this is when she was in New York. So at that time I was already a teenager. Like this is not like a. But you were still innately
your mom. But like to get that radio show.
She was just musically inclined. Like.
Did your mom do anything musically?
She sings, but she's very, very shy about it. She's been shout out to mom. She's been doing karaoke a whole lot here lately.
Oh,
and
there you go.
She's been on a track or 2. But
okay.
She's great. She's a good singer. I love hearing my mom sing. Me and mom, we do Tennessee whiskey together. So.
Oh, I love Tennessee. Did you hear the T-Pain Tennessee whiskey version?
No, but I know that it's a fucking banger. T-Pain.
T-Pain has a whole cover album, bro.
Have you listened to T-Pain's first couple albums?
Oh, they're crazy.
Epiphany and fucking Rapper.
When he's singing and rapping, then he does the auto-tune kind of big. Auto-tune kind of paid.
Yeah.
But his original
he doesn't need it.
The Nappy Head. When he was Nappy Head, before Akon, and when Akon came and snatched him out of the hood in Florida, that motherfucker was crazy. He could sing.
Doggerton.
Sing He can rap. He can do it. T-Pain is one of the most underrated.
Like conceptually, like he's a conceptive motherfucking masterpiece. Like he doesn't ever do what's name. Oh, 100%.
Underrated.
I mean, top 5 underrated artists of all time in my particular opinion.
I would go 3, but
top 3. Oh yeah,
I mean,
I respect that. I respect that.
Top 3. I just because. Even now,
a lot of people don't know. Like a lot of it is just they don't know. Like they don't like
because they just hear the radio.
Right.
Most people hear the radio. That's the problem with being hip hop artists, like or not hip hop, but hip hop fans.
Yeah.
I love hip hop. Like I actually just was in GC and I'll show you these 5 albums I just got.
Oh yeah, let me see. I was about to say I was looking at the vinyls back there the whole time. I was like, oh man, we're gonna definitely have to dive into them.
Oh, these 1, 2, 3, 4. These 5 albums I got in DC. Just read them. Oh, this one.
Yeah, Too Live, baby.
This one too. It was just Ice-T, The Tower.
Nice.
Single.
Yeah. Where'd you get these from?
I got these in DC.
Oh yeah. My boy. Shout out to Juke Records over on Mid City in Pico. Abraham, that's my boy. I go over there play dominoes with my guy every now and again. I haven't been in a while. I'll be back soon. Hell yeah.
Oh, you know what's funny?
What's that?
You talking about Christmas albums? I don't think I bought it. But there was a jazz. There was a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Jazzy J.
Christmas album?
Jazzy J Christmas album.
What the fuck, man?
Swear. Oh, that's also I got this one. Holiday Raps.
Holiday Raps
With MC Mike G and DJ 7.
Oh man. But no. So yeah, with her, like I said, it was like. She was always musically adept. Me thinking about albums that were in the house, James Blunt, Coldplay, always Moments of Mint Condition. It was always old school R&B for sure. But my mother liked everything. Like she had what's the name? Like I used to love. We would like when friends would come over, like we would all put on Systems of a Down and like fucking rock out. Just because you gotta get with it or get lost. You know what I'm saying? It's if you're gonna be with us, you're gonna have to be able to be with us. You know what I'm saying? That's
sick though. You know, your mom's. That's crazy that your mom's done all this with her life.
She's amazing, dog.
So was she in radio when she was in Alabama too, or what?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like this, what she did in.
How did she get on the radio? You don't know? She's like, hey kids, we're moving to New York.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah. Basically, I was coming back from Georgia. I lived in Georgia for 2 years. Then I went back to Alabama thinking I was going to live there. Mm-hmm. And then I still remember, I'm sitting at my sister's house. And I'm getting comfortable. I'm like, all right, yeah, your boy back. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go. Because I went to high school in Georgia for 2 years. And I went to New York for 2 years for the high school there.
Okay, so
But in between time, I was planning on going back to Alabama to graduate with the peeps. And I remember my mom just happy, just smiling. She wanted, she's been living in Georgia while I lived in Georgia. She lived in New York.
So, okay, that's interesting. Yeah. Okay, good.
So she.
You're the baby?
Do I have a child?
You're the baby.
Yes.
You're the youngest.
Yeah, I'm the youngest.
Okay.
And so she comes in smiling. She's happy as hell, and she's like, "I got something to tell you guys." I'm like, what is it? She's like, "We're moving to New York." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So I'm thinking when she's saying that, she's not talking about me. I was like, oh no, there's absolutely no way. I'm backing out. That's exactly.
You're staying here.
And she's like, yeah, you too. I was like, no. No, not me. She's like, yeah, motherfucker, what are you talking about? Yeah, you.
Well, why did you have to move? Like, why didn't you try and stay in Alabama? Like, you was...
my sister wasn't old enough. There was no guardian that I could have stayed with in Alabama that would have let me go stay. But no, I'm super, obviously, I was, at the time, very mad. Very, very, very upset.
Well, you're an angsty teen, so every decision your mom makes...
Yeah.
Everything's like, oh my god, mother, how can you make this decision for me?
Yeah. So I didn't want to go to New York. Super glad that I did looking back now. Obviously, I have some great people that I love, that I miss, that are from there. Great sense of community there. Cold as fuck. God, it was a blizzard the day that I left. Fuck, dude. Like, I couldn't see my hand, and I thought that shit was fake. Like, I thought that shit was only in movies. Well, there's no way. Like, there's absolutely no way. I tried to put my hand on my face, can't see it. I was like, what the fuck,
Of course you couldn't see it. It blended in with the background. The fuck you mean?
I had on gloves. I'm not out there butt-ass naked. But the first time I did shovel snow, I had on skinny jeans and Converse. God, I almost died.
You thought you were cool, huh?
I didn't care anymore after that shit. I was like, bro, fuck this. I'll be an Eskimo the rest of my life. I'm not being cold ever again.
You one of those dudes, you have so many jackets on, you can't even bend your arm.
Yes, that way. And I'd be walking past Satan in a red dress, just fucking heels in a red dress, just sliding by. I'm like, man, come on.
Well, how do these people do that?
I don't know, bro. It's temperature control. I don't know. It's like, well, I don't get hot. Like, it takes a lot. Like, it would take a lot.
See, the thing is, like, beforehand, I was that kid in high school who would always show... Well, this is also in California, so it may be different, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I would always wear shorts, you know what I mean? I was always in shorts. Like, I never...
Oh, yeah.
That's
definitely a California thing. No, it's like that in the South. I know some people that are like that in Alabama.
No, because it's hot, bro. It's humid. Or not here, it's dry, but, like, I don't want my nuts to get warm. Like, sometimes the nuts get warm in pants, I don't want that shit. You know what I mean? Like, when you...
Yeah, no, I get you. But I just don't get that...
That's why I can't wear skinny jeans, bro. Like, my thighs be getting too warm and shit, and, like, I gotta, like, let them breathe. And so that's why I wear shorts most of the time, because of, like, loose clothing. Because I gotta, like, constantly go like this.
I was having a conversation with a woman not too long ago about, like, uncomfortable underwear for us.
Fair enough. Like, I prefer boxes. I don't like tidy whities. I don't like briefs. Oh, I just let them hang.
If I found out one of my homies was, like, tidy whities up, like... I don't even know what to do with that. Them. Yeah, like I don't even know why. Like,
as a man,
like those are the only no.
Those are boys. Like I wear briefs.
I don't understand. Like I don't think you're supposed to wear tidy whities.
The main reason I switched to briefs is because I saw that my father wore briefs as a kid, and so I was like, I'm a man.
Right.
So wearing briefs was like, I'm a man. Also talking about clothing, I had this thing about wearing high socks. I never wanted to wear high socks.
I literally, legitimately, I have on small ones right now, but like I'm a church sock guy. Like I need black long socks. I don't know. I like them.
Well, here's the thing, because being Mexican, like if you have size socks, so here's the thing. What I would do is when I would have socks, I would triple fold them. So I'd fold them in half, and I'd fold them again, so make them like ankle socks. Yeah. And like, fool, I'm not that dude. You know what I mean?
It's not me, fool.
No. So that was the thing. Like I never wore long socks. Like. I just felt like that, like, because, that was a gangster thing. I never wanted to be seen as a gangster.
Yeah.
I've always just wanted to be seen, like, just as a dude, you know what I mean? And so, like, I never wore long socks. So even now, I mainly just wear ankle socks or, like, the small ankle socks that go around the malleolus.
No, right. No,
ankle bone.
I don't really know what it is. Like, because I was a kid who always wore a hoodie. Like, no matter how hot it was, I was wearing a hoodie, and I was always wearing pants.
Oh, okay.
And so I've probably worn shorts the most of my life here.
No, but you make yourself more melatoninous.
Nah, man, that's sunburn, dude.
I know, that's what I mean.
Oh yeah, I gotta. Yeah, the sun hurts. You know what I'm saying? Especially in that fucking goddamn. It was for my own good. You know what I'm saying? It was damn good. But so yeah, it's funny because that's the opposite. And I think I wore long socks because even if there was a situation where I didn't have pants on anymore, my legs would still be somewhat covered. I don't know. I think it's like a mental thing. I don't know. I think it's like a psychological thing or something.
I guess you. No. That's funny. That's funny, actually. But I would say that, like, all right. So your hair is more, like, obviously more, like, froey. My hair is more so. So, like, I have to be careful because I have to actually put sunscreen in my hair. Otherwise, my head will sunburn.
What?
You never had that problem?
Absolutely. The sun has never seen my scalp.
Yeah. So because my hair is so thin, because it's so slow, like
so
flowy,
crazy.
Like,
and your shit, bro.
Like look at it. I gotta just feel it. And you see, like for you, I gotta like.
Yeah.
I gotta move a
even
forest.
Then you're gonna see like this much of scalp. You know?
Yeah, but for me, like a little like that, and you see my scalp already.
Yeah.
So like, ever since I was a kid, like. I have to make sure I have sunscreen.
I've never heard of that before.
That's crazy, though, huh?
That's crazy.
That's one thing. The reasons why I hated it as a kid going to the beach. I didn't realize this, but you had to put more.
I don't like the beach either.
You know why? It's just you get sunburn.
No, it's a lot of sand. There's just sand everywhere.
You grew up in I mean, you guys did have the beach on the south. I feel so that.
Real deep south, yeah. Like
I mean, it was like 2 hours, 3 hours south.
For me.
Well, we grew up.
You had to go like all the way down the state. Like it's not like the top left, so you'd have to like.
Isn't that what 3-4 hour drive?
It's a lot more than that.
Really?
Oh yeah.
So it's like
for me to go to my hometown from my hometown to Georgia where I was living, which is like
no. But in Alabama they have beaches, don't they?
Yeah. On the Gulf Coast, yeah.
Yeah. What I mean is, if you just go south from where you
yeah,
live,
it's gonna take like 6, 8, maybe 10 hours.
10 hours?
To get through the whole state? Yeah.
Just to go south?
State's that big, yeah.
Damn. 8 hours? Really?
I'm pretty sure.
That's
like I said, so basically like the length of the state, right? So from us going from here to here, which is where I lived in Georgia, because Georgia's right next to us.
Yes.
That took 6, 7 hours.
I'm not talking about going to Georgia.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is like just going off of like, because I mean, it was like from here to here.
So it's about the same. Okay, so you're saying.
No, I'm saying it's longer.
What you're saying is it's about the same distance.
Well, it's longer distance going down. Down. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you mean now.
Yeah.
You're in the northwest part of it.
Oh yeah. What's like Sacramento? How far is Sacramento?
5 about 8 to 10 hours, give or take.
Sacramento's like right fucking there.
Not really.
But Alabama, it's farther. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it is. I
Well,
feel
from
like
Sacramento
I feel from LA to Sacramento is further because the difference is Los Angeles is almost about even
big as shit.
Huh?
Los Angeles is big as fuck.
Well,
God.
But I'm saying is Los Angeles, like if we're going down, let's say downtown LA. All right, let's say downtown. That's about like middle of Alabama, right? South,
laterally.
That's about, actually let's take a map of this.
Yeah, I think it's smaller actually.
No way, bro.
From here to DTLA, or from where I live to DTLA. Yeah, no, that's kind of close.
No, I'm talking about from. So let's look at the map real quick.
Let's just go to Alabama.
Yeah, so hold on. Alabama, that was right there.
All right. Okay, so I live. Oh look, there's Huntsville. Huntsville's an hour away from where I live. Decatur, so we're right there. Florence. That's where I'm from.
Florence. So let's go directions, and then hold on. Switch. What's the first beach town you can think of going south?
My ex was from Gulf Shores. Is Gulf Shores? I think Gulf Shores is Mississippi though.
Shores, Alabama.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so that's
6 hours. So yeah, I was on a.
Okay, so about 7 hours.
Yeah, something like that.
So let's say on average about 7 hours.
Yeah.
You're gonna take a break in between. So okay, so about 7 hours.
If I'm with my family, mom ain't taking no break, dog.
Fair
she
enough.
driving. She or Dewana driving straight through that shit.
Okay. But then let's go here to let's say Sacramento.
Right.
Sacramento. Directions. Oh, that's actually what the fuck? It's actually faster. It's 6 minutes, 6 hours,
you, dude. Like,
so let's say 7 hours.
And that's what I'm saying. Like I said,
but you're traveling further distance though.
Right. So
is it because of the highway or the freeway? I don't know.
Yeah, you going? Oh, y'all definitely drive fast as fuck around this bitch.
Because we're driving like 100 miles an hour.
Like, the thing is, like, don't get me wrong. Like, I know speed demons. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously in Alabama, like, you know, there's motherfuckers that just want to get to where they're going. You know, it's cool, and they fucking speed everywhere that they go all the damn time. But everybody does that shit here.
I mean, we were talking about this today on the way here. Like, when I picked him up, and he was like, when I cut those girls off in the Mustang.
I waved at him. I was like,
yeah. So I had to make a left-hand turn. I was coming out like I forget what street I was coming out of, but it was one of those streets where there's no stop, and it's both left and right lane are constantly going. So you got to get lucky when you can go. And so luckily there was a red light at the light on the left of us because we had to make the left turn. Yeah. So there was no one coming on my left side, so I just went and there's a little bit.
I can't drive like that, man.
And then you saw how I just like I was like
you didn't. There was no questions asked, no whole bars. Like again, you didn't even tell me nothing. You just
boom, boom, and I cut them off so that way if they're gonna go forward, they're gonna hit me. That's it. I told you that.
I don't want to drive like that daily, man.
I do.
I don't want to do it.
I do, but you have to. It's not. This is what I call it. It's survival drival.
Survival drival.
Yeah, man. Because there's not defense. There's driving.
I'm a cruiser, man. Like I would be the person that let like 15 people go in front of me. No. I'm not in a rush to get anywhere, dude. I'm not in a rush to get.
Well, here's what I do. I have a 2-hour rule whenever I need to get somewhere. So let's say I have to be somewhere at 8. I get ready at 6. So I have 1 hour to get dressed, showered, shitted, flossed, and dossed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I make sure it takes me an hour to get ready, hair, everything, and then
an hour to chill, get your mind right.
An hour to get there.
Oh, okay.
So like the chill is in between there. So I have a few drinks, I have a little smoke, I have blah blah blah, something to eat in between maybe.
Yeah, you gotta get that. But
it's and then that's part of the hour of getting there. The hour of getting ready. A little bit of drinking, a little bit of smoking, a little bit of eating. Also, getting to the place itself. You know what I mean? And so that's what it means. I told that to someone in college, and they said, "What are you, a woman?" And I said, "No, I'm from LA."
I'm trying to get there.
I'm trying to get there on time. You know what I mean?
I think I would consider myself punctual.
Oh, bro! Like if you tell me 3:00, I'll be there at 3:00 on the dot.
Oh yeah, like I want to be there at 3. Mm-hmm. A lot of people watching this would probably laugh that I said that. Well, that's just because I wasn't in a rush to get to that specific thing. But if it's like a job, you know, or like, you know, something that, you know, or a show, or especially a show. Mm-hmm. A show, I'm getting there like 2 hours early. Mm. Just because, I mean, especially if we're already going to be open, I'm just going to go ahead and get the sound check going, all that good stuff. But I like to think of myself pretty punctual. You know, without growing up with a father, I just learned from the men that I knew in life was that what I seen in the men that I respected most are the ones that said what they were going to do and then did it.
That's fair.
You know, even I respect more the people that don't have to say what they're going to do. Just do it. That's dope. But like, a whole lot of respect to anybody, especially as a man. Say what you're going to do and then follow up about what you say. Regardless of what circumstances come.
Because you can say anything.
Yeah, people can say people say anything.
Yeah, people say a lot of things.
People say a lot of shit all the time.
And it's bullshit. Especially here in LA. Here in LA, it's just the town will talk.
Yeah.
Town will talk.
It's like that in the South too. And that's what's so weird about LA, because like it's like that in the South too.
Like Southern California.
Hierarchy, you know, weird. Yeah, because I guess we are like right there on the...
We're below the Mason-Dixon
Mason-Dixon line. All right. Okay, LA.
I tell everyone this. People don't realize how other stuff... I need to make a whole bit and set about like how Southern... Like the thing is like... Because I have my cowboy hat that I always wear. People's like, "Oh, you from the South? You from Texas?" Now I'm from LA. And I was like, "What do you mean you from LA?" Like, where do you think the fucking shit came from? It came from here. Came from Mexicans. Rancheros. Like, cowboys. Exactly. They were all Mexican. The only reason people think cowboys are white is why? Because of Hollywood. Because of the movies. But no white person was out there fucking wrangling cattle. You know what the white person did? Paid a motherfucker to do it. Because... the difference.
Believe me, I know exactly what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm it, bro.
I was when I was in DC recently. This girl said, "It's like, do you ride horses or do you do anything with cattle?" And I said, "Well, I'm from LA, so I know how to ride a horse. And if you ask me, if you ask my friends, all my exes are cows." I ain't gonna lie, the table that all her friends was like, damn. So like,
oh yeah, for sure.
It's one of those things like it's like 8 Mile. I would say 8 Mile is one of my favorite movies, and it's always my favorite because when it talks about like his battling rap, like how he kills himself first and then goes all up in him. So beautiful, so beautiful. It's one of my favorite things, one of my favorite raps of all time.
You know, Eminem's always gonna hold respect for me because he's one of the few people that like. Again, he was in the rap Olympics, dude. Like,
yeah,
that was a thing. Like you had to fucking, and he lost.
Yeah, I remember. I saw that clip today. He cried.
Kept going back, and kept going back. Yeah, respect to anybody that does that. Respect to anybody that does that. And again, I'm a rapper. I didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well,
so many people didn't have. So many people didn't have to do that. So many people back then didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like Ice Cube didn't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
respects to him.
The rap Olympics was way after its time.
Yeah, it was a pocket of time for sure.
It was late. It was mid '90s to early 2000s. Yeah. Around 05 or 07, I feel like it died.
Yeah.
But the rap Olympics was very relevant for years.
That's why I like Smack TV. Like, I like the battle rap scene. I'm not a battle rapper.
Same thing like me. I'm not a roast comic. Like this.
Yeah.
I hate this. Like it's so roast. I want to talk. You're a perfect person to talk about this right now. As a rapper.
Shout out Russell.
Russell, Kelly, and everyone else, and Los Digits. But like, not to throw shade at Digits, especially because he's so big in the roast battle. Like was a rapper and a battle rapper. And now
he became a comic?
And then he became a roast comic. So,
I mean, I can see the segue there, I guess.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you gotta be funny. Which, yeah.
In roast battles, you're supposed to be funny, right? It's supposed to be all punchlines and jokes and stuff like that. So, like, I see the similarities, but at the same time, like, as a hip-hop lover, and, like, my first instance of battling was hip-hop, rap battles and stuff like that, and, like, listening to roast battles, it's like comics trying to be rappers to me. You know what I mean? It's like we're trying to go like a bar. Like you say a bar, and then they say a bar, and then I say a bar. Like it's like rap. It's like comics trying to be rappers, in my opinion.
I can see that. Just because it's like pocketed, you know, it's like just little pocket dimensions that are being thrown out. Again, like you said, just throwing bars out.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
okay.
Well, I'm sorry. What?
It says it's okay to take your time.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was gonna say like my biggest thing about it is like. I like it for the differences. Like so, like you have siblings, mom. So you guys grew up roasting each other.
Of course, calling each other stupid, ugly, fat.
Right. But I'm saying you know how to get in there to where you can work the shit. Like if you say this joke, your brother's gonna be the one to laugh at this one because he knows about. And
then motherfucker's gonna be so mad. What are you talking about that shit from third grade?
Yeah,
that shit's coming in third grade.
So that's how I grew up with my family, right?
Yeah.
So
that's how battle should be.
It's kind of like spades. So like I play spades with my family. I roast my family. I don't really roast with other people, you know what I'm saying? Or I don't spar with people because I spar with my brothers, you know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
Because when somebody get mad, then now we fight, you know what I'm saying? But I can fight with my brothers, and everything's cool. I think it's beautiful being able to see how people grew up roasting, or people that didn't, you know what I'm saying? And they still, have some sort of cadence or formula. But no, yeah, I think I see what you're saying, but I probably disagree. I think it's definitely still
comedy,
still in the comedic realm, very much so.
Still comedy, okay.
I think it's just weirdly mainstreamed toward a person. So like,
what do you mean by that?
Like as far as like where the roasting goes, because like in comedy, that's the beautiful thing about comedy is that it's like, the comedy is like weirdly close to hip hop. Like, because it's like literally like
hip hop and rapping and comedy are combat sports.
Oh, 100%.
Because rapping is combat.
What I like about because if you have a catalog for it, yes, this could be the same thing music wise. But as a comedian, you have your set, but in a moment that set can be reversed
and changed.
Or like this joke goes here now, and it's just like. It's the beauty of people being able to do it. I love that so much. And when it's like freestyling. I see what you're saying. It's like freestyling.
Yeah.
And technically that's what roasting is, but technically that's what freestyling is, in the same realm. I just think that maybe easier to roast, than to freestyle, I think.
What do you mean freestyling? But I'm talking about like freestyling and roasting are two different things. I'm talking about like roasting and battling.
Yeah, probably. Roasting would be easier than battle rapping, I think. Wait, no. Yeah, for sure.
Because it doesn't even rhyme.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Yeah. So I obviously would agree with that because I feel like obviously making a flow or rhyme, it's gotta have a cadence and like it's actually gotta be, make sense. Like you can say, but the thing is like what I find a lot of these comics, they mainly talk about what they're wearing or how they look like, and that's it. That's two different things. Like there's not.
Yeah. Well,
there's no real scene.
Well, because there's two people that don't know each other, so they can't get on that level, that sweet spot that we love because we have siblings. Like, no, bro, I'm gonna hit you with some shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna really try to get you with
the audience don't know these people. Like, audience, comedy A, comedian A, comedian B. Like,
And again, that's the only thing they can do is because that's what we're looking at. We know what you look like, and we know what you're wearing. Yeah. And that's the only thing they can talk about because that's the only thing we can relate to the roaster with. Yeah.
And then other times I've seen a lot of like TikTok and all that. Like it's like, this person's gay, and this is about them, and this about them. Which is not. I'm not saying a joke, but I'm just like that's the form. They're gay, or they like this, so blah 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 blah. I mean, it's just like I'm just kind of giving the formula of what the main jokes are. It's like, he's from, let's say, Alabama, so of course, we have to make sure he doesn't fuck his sister or whatever. Stupid shit like that. So he grew up fucking his sister or something like that. You know what I mean? So it's stuff like that. Like it's very surface level.
Oh yeah, it's easy. It's easy to go to just go low first. It's easy to go like serious.
That's the problem I have with the scene personally. Is it's just too surface level.
As far as the roast goes.
Yeah, because it's the same jokes. Like. The same jokes over and over and over and over again. Like, if you're not a comedian and you're not always watching that shit, like, you only go
it's a little easier for me because I'm at XL a lot. So like most of the roasters I've been able to get to know. So like some of these are landing a little
better. But as an audience member who's like, oh, I work a 9 to 5 in a factory, in indoors, fucking.
And I just came here to her comedy and get a drink.
Yeah.
And I'm into the roast battle.
Right, half of it doesn't like hit mainstream, and that's why I think we're losing the focus. You know what I mean? We're losing a lot of this momentum. Like, we need to cultivate this better, and like I think what would be probably better is, even if I know this, I think you asked this would be great. We just have to have consent, but like if they just started streaming it.
Oh, they do. Well, I mean, the roast battles they should.
They should, yeah. But they stream some shows. Some places do stream it. But like, if we had, the only way this stuff actually becomes good is if we actually create a culture for it. But it would have to, like, an actual like same thing like with hip hop. Like, there's obviously the main rappers, but like for us, we're hip hop heads.
Like CBG and what's that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. So you find different rappers, you find different comedians, you know different people other people don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean. Like, Steve Lacy isn't a huge like name out there, but people who know Steve Lacy fucking loves. I mean, Steve Lacy is fucking amazing.
He's dope.
That dude is great.
I haven't heard a bad song from him yet.
Never. I don't think there ever will be. Like, that dude is so meticulous. Like, every note has a perfect.
Like even the main one, the damn, what the fuck is it called? Grab I wish I knew.
Oh,
I wish I knew. My sister fucking bumped that shit. My sister and brother both bumped that shit, and I never got tired of the song.
Was it Black and White or Black and?
What was the name of that goddamn song?
Black something. I was it Black plus White or Cherry. Black Cherry.
Was it Cherry?
Cherry Blossoms.
I think so.
I can't remember. It was something.
I don't even think I've read it. I never really turned it on myself. It's always my sister.
But I know it's in my playlist. I know exactly what it is because like it's in my.
Well, that's good. How many playlists do you have on Spotify or on anything?
Well, mainly Spotify, but I have a few different ones. So obviously I have the sex one, and I always go around like I'll ask people like, what makes a good sex playlist?
I'm sorry. And I'm realizing now at this moment.
You don't have one?
No, I have one on YouTube, but I'm fucking not going to that. You know, I'm not putting it on the YouTube with ads. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, like
I need to convert it. I gotta convert it. It's just been a while, so I guess.
Hey man, I'm just saying like, cause like I didn't really think about it until one girl was like, why don't you ever play music when we fuck?
Dude,
I don't. I don't. Why? It's weird.
What?
I didn't.
What? Wait, you have a sex? Why do you have a sex playlist then? Because
for women. Because one bitch said I didn't have one, and I was like, all right, I have one, I guess. And so
you don't even want the playlist. You just
well,
wait, do you like the songs?
I like the songs.
Okay, I was gonna say that.
But I feel like I don't. I just think my sex. All right, hold on. I'll show you my sex playlist. I don't think it's a good playlist. I think
you don't think.
I think it could be a lot better.
It's got to be a good playlist.
It's like if
you're not gonna have good sex, you don't have a good playlist. Don't play the playlist.
I'm gonna play the songs.
No, I'm saying if you're gonna.
Okay, so read. It says sex on it. It says read.
First of all, you got Mac Miller from that one. You can't have this on the sex playlist, man.
I like it though.
I like it too, but I'm not gonna fuck to it. Like
that's why I have a problem to it. So
yeah, in the first 5 tracks. I mean, I thought I was going to be seeing, like, the basics in here. Like, you know, the ones that you need. But
Pretty Ricky?
You know, you got Beyond by Leon Bridges on it? Dude, you can't... You fucking to that? Or you making love? That's what you're doing. You ain't doing nothing but making love. That's all that you're doing.
When I think of a sex playlist, I think the sex playlist should be a making love playlist.
And more Mac Miller and Tyler, the Creator. Come on, dude.
Tyler, the Creator is a great
What's going on here?
But this is great. Look at the songs,
There's not one... I'll give you Special Affair, but... Barely. And I mean barely.
Oh, shit.
Chocolate Hills, that's good. That's a good one.
Okay.
That goes on the top of mine.
Leon. I love Leon Bridges. Leon Bridges. When I first heard him, I thought he was from like the 1950s.
Oh yeah, right. I thought he was old school.
I thought he was already dead. I thought he was like.
Yeah, I looked at him. I was like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I was like, you're like 20.
Yeah, you.
I was like, when I first heard him, I was like, who? What? You this young?
Take Redbone off your list now.
What?
Come on, man.
Really?
These ain't. It's in the throes of passion, man. It's like you're not in the club. You know what I mean?
Redbones is in the sex song.
I don't feel. I wouldn't.
I've been told it's a sex.
Nah, I dance to Remember too much. And that's what it's talking about.
It's about the hips.
He's not talking about nothing sexy.
But it's the hips. You know what I mean?
I can see you got the grind on me. That's good.
Grind?
You got a little smoky on here. I like that. See now, now we're getting, so now we got Pony, Genuine, of course. Neighbors know my name. That is a guarantee. That is, if neighbors know your name's not on the playlist, dog, is it the playlist? I'm just saying. I mean, I don't even like Trey's songs just that deep, but you can't deny that one.
It was good. It's great for a sex song.
You can't deny that one. You can't deny that. Take that pill, alright? No, come on, man. I need to listen more to The Division. I haven't heard Super a lot, but I need to listen more. The Division? Okay, got some D'Angelo on here. What you know? Alright, my boy. Okay, alright.
I know a little bit about this and that.
Oh, that her song? That Every Kind of Way? Yeah. That's that one right there. Every Kind of Way.
Oh, yeah.
That's dog, yeah. Alright. That one. Okay. Alright, so anxious. Yeah. Okay.
I tried. So the first
one I seen one D'Angelo, like, he's got to have a title on here. He's got to. I mean,
I had to.
Okay. I came back around on this one. You got a 50 percentile on this one.
I'll go more like a 75. But, okay. Because
the beginning is like,
I like those ones because, like, alright, that whole, what's that album with Cinderella's on it? What's the album coming out by Mac? That's a whole fuck playlist. That's an album's a sex playlist.
I had to peep, because I think I've heard this album. But, again, none of it I heard, I was like, I would think, like, I want to.
I was really going hard in this. I was going through the
I know you were thinking real hard about this shit. I know you was.
And so, like,
I'll tell you what. Let me make my sex playlist. We'll see.
Well, you make yours. You can have like 20 of the same, 30 of the same songs.
Nah, it's not. I told you once it's going to Chocolate Hills.
You don't like Redbones.
Chocolate Hills going. I love the song Redbone. I just feel like it's not going on my sex playlist.
Okay.
Because it's got to feel like you see how Chocolate Hills is like have you ever heard of Cigarette After Sex?
I don't remember it now, but I know I've heard of it.
Okay. I'll show you a track. But those guys, they make sex music because it's just like low tone, strummy, real nice. And again, because even if you speed up, go harder, or you soften up, it's like that being in the background is just gonna make it better.
Then this is the last mixtape I made for a girl. So remember when you did the breakups, when you burned a CD for a girl after you broke up?
Oh man, no.
I
never did that.
So this is this girl from New York, but just read the top.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, the fuck? It's got a huge variety. Read it. What's
the third track?
Exactly.
It's a fucking banger, dog.
Hey, what is it? Read it for the crowd.
I won't say I'm in love from Hercules. Man.
Yes. Because that shit is so hard, man.
It's hard. It's a beautiful song.
It's a beautiful song. I don't want to say.
I'm surprised it's not on your sex playlist.
All right. No, that's good. No, that's good. I appreciate that. You're not wrong. It could be.
You thought about it.
I didn't think about it. Because I did that. I thought it was like, now fucking
put that goddamn song on the goddamn. No Disney songs on the sex playlist, bro. I don't care.
That's my. You know what?
Who you are?
That's gonna be the title of this show. No Disney songs.
No Disney songs on the playlist.
And you gotta go real hard.
When does this come up?
It's coming up like in the last 30 minutes. It's like fuck. That's funny. That's true.
I have to check this out. I don't know most of those songs on here.
No, but like they're like hip hop. A lot of Tyler. Jay.
You got Bakar on here though. That Hell and Back, yeah.
Hell and Back.
I fucking love
Hell and Back.
I watched the music video.
I haven't seen the music video. Don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's alright. It's just kind of awkward, I guess. It's kind of just him, and that's cool. I like it, but he's kind of just looking in the camera the whole time, and so it's like he's singing it to me, and I'm like,
He's singing it to her.
Yeah, but it's like you're looking directly at me.
That's the point, though. But it's kind of musical.
Like, shout out to Corey. I like Corey. Corey does that thing. He confuses people sometimes, but he'll be like, It'd be like, yeah, so hey, Miles, but I'm right here. It'd be like, yeah, so hey, Miles, this is what's going on. I'm like, bro, you're not even looking at me. Well,
so I got a problem with my mom gets mad at me for that because my parents' house they have like big like here sliding door windows, but it's like the whole wall is sliding door windows, right? So it's like the whole like living room area, and so like when it gets dark, it pretty much turns into a mirror.
Right.
And so I'll be talking to my mom. But I'll be like looking at myself and like checking myself out as she's talking to me, and she would literally hit me. She said, "Stop looking at yourself." I'm like, "I love myself, Mama."
Dude, Mama, you made this.
You made this, Mama. I'm good looking.
I'm proud of you, goddammit.
I'm proud. You did a good job, Mama, for 9 months.
I got that Eric clap on here, all right? Clapped in there, right?
This is the title of this one's called "Cigarettes and Lips," lip gloss and cigarettes. Lip gloss
still woozy. All right.
Wait, cigarettes and lip gloss.
I had to listen to that. That's still woozy. I haven't heard anything from them in a while.
Yeah,
cigarettes. Amine. I didn't get into Amine the way that I should have. Or Amine. I should have got more into it.
Anime.
Amine. That's the M before the N. Because otherwise he'd be anime.
Amine. Yeah, Amine.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk about that.
Oh, here. I guess I can share a playlist with you.
You got one playlist?
I've got a lot of playlists. I
didn't have more.
I'll tell you what. I'll be transparent right now. I've got a John Mayer playlist.
Ooh.
Just Johnny.
That's good.
I've got about an 8-hour playlist of the Drake songs that I like.
That's about right.
It's a lot of songs.
But it's about right.
I've got my albums playlist that has whole albums on it. Every The Weeknd album on there. Thieves Like Us, Washed Out, Work Drugs, Brent Faiyaz, Bryson Tiller, all those things. Let me think. Let me think of a conceptual playlist that I have. Oh, I have my To Cover playlist.
But not a sex playlist.
I don't. And the whole thing, I didn't. Again, it's just been.
Like it's been a while. So you calling me weird for not liking fucking music? Yet you don't have a playlist.
But I'm just the reasoning for having it. Like I should have one because I like putting the music on. But I think when it happens, I just kind of randomize and then just.
I'm just laying the wood. You know what I mean?
Because I listen to a lot of like love music. I guess a lot of love songs. So yeah, I can see if it's randomized. If the song comes on when I randomize, though, it's different. If I have the playlist set up for this song to play, I can't do it like that. I can't.
I don't know.
I'm talking about some of the songs in the playlist.
So I think you should. But if you have a curie of about 200 to 300 songs, you should be good.
Oh, I'm going to make the sex playlist like today. Like nah.
Yeah, you're gonna go home. You're gonna
be like. Revelation. I was like, nah. Let me go ahead and get this right.
I'm gonna get this shit done.
He's right.
But like I said, it was because the woman said, "Why don't you fuck me in music ever?"
Well, yeah, because I like the way. Because my first thing was gonna be like, yeah, like there's people out here that don't fuck the music, and like
I don't. I only fuck the music because I've been asked to, and so now I made it.
Nah,
so you think it's like all right. So
I put the music on when I'm really going do my thing. You know what I'm saying? That's when the music goes on. Like just like a one night stand, whatever. If you know what I'm saying, it just so happens the music come on. All right, cool. But like, I'm not finna like set the what's that. But if I'm really gonna do my thing, there needs to be some music.
I put my my lamp at red because that shit I have the LED lamps. I put that shit on red. Put the music on.
My boy.
Bitches get wet.
You ever heard of Daijo?
What?
You ever heard of Daijo?
Daijo?
That's it. I thought I showed you them last time I was here.
I don't think so.
They're
I
super
don't remember.
dope.
Send me a link. Yeah. See, we're just hip hop heads. Just going after it.
Here's my clarity playlist.
These are my clarity?
These are my
clarity with
songs that kind of just give the mind a breeze. That's what's named. They feel real good.
1975. First off, this is 1975. Oh damn! Are those the ones that made that lesbian song? Isn't that one lesbian? The
1975 lesbian song.
Fast Cars. Fast Car.
No, that's Tracy Chapman.
Yes.
No, the 1975 is British and very white.
Isn't she also British? Oh no, she's black.
Tracy Chapman is black, and I thought she was a white dude first time I heard that song. Not gonna lie. First time I heard Fast Car, I thought she was a white dude.
Well, she's a lesbian black woman, so...
Yeah, it's completely wrong. I was a kid.
Actually, I have a funny story about that. So, I never grew up around Jamaicans growing up, you know what I mean? So I never knew what a Jamaican was or a Jamaican accent.
In L.A.?
In L.A. There's not that many Jamaicans here. Especially where I grew up.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of Ethiopians.
But they don't speak like Jamaicans.
Yeah.
Jamaicans have that, like, bro, hey.
Yeah.
And so, Jamaicans. Yeah, so the first time I heard Shaggy, I wasn't me. And,
of course.
And the first thing I thought was, damn, this Hasidic Jew can kill it. Don't even act like I'm wrong. Like, the hat, the jerry curls, and the beard with the suit. And I was like, I was like, damn, this Jew is killing it. Like, where's the
Chaim?
The Chaim, like, straight out the Chaim on this motherfucker. Like, there's a Chaim on this. Like, I didn't know what a Jamaican accent was. I never heard a Jamaican.
I can't judge you, dog. I thought Meatloaf sung fucking Maneater. So
yeah, so like back to LimeWire.
Yeah.
Full circle to LimeWire. So you can see where we're like.
I understand.
You know what I mean? If you've never heard a Jamaican accent before, and never seen a Jamaican person before, and
people have to understand that everybody didn't grow up the same. Not only that, but people don't think the way that you think. And I think that was I knew that everybody didn't grow up the same, but I really did think for a while that people thought the same way that I did. For like
I always think
till I was like 19. And I was like,
really?
Okay, bro. Yeah, I was like, why the fuck would anybody else be thinking like the way I'm fucking thinking?
Well, here's the thing my mama told me when I was a kid.
What's that?
She said, Blaze, just assume everyone's an idiot and you need to do well in life.
Yeah, at least you can be room to be surprised by somebody who isn't.
Yeah.
So
and it's like, and it's not like even to be rude about it. It's just like, just assume people don't know what you know.
You're just being soft with everybody, kind of. Yeah. Thing. It's like, oh, bro, like, hey, so I'm just gonna tell you instead of judge you for not knowing.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you know this, and it's like, because it's not like, yeah, you're thinking I'm stupid, but it's better to think people are stupid than to think they have malintent.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So don't assume people who say something out of pocket to have malintent. Assume them.
It depends on how far out of pocket that shit is, though. If that shit in somebody else's pocket,
I mean, I'm sure you, especially being how you is, you've heard a lot of shit out of pocket from people.
The biggest thing, I don't like random people touching me, but some.
What do you mean by touching you? Like
some people come up and touch my hair, and that shit. I was in Colorado. It's a white guy. Like, I don't know this guy. I'm at the bar, and like. Even if it's just like a strand, for some reason I can feel it. Like if you were like,
what's your hair, bro?
I can feel it. So I'm like, turn around, and it's this drunk ass white dude just like, I'm like, hey bro, you fucking okay? Like, what's going on with you? And he's like, you want a shot? I was like, bitch, no, hold up, no. Like, from you, no, you just touched me. Don't fucking touch me, dude. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you gonna get beat up in here? He's like, well, I'm sorry. You want a shot? No, bro. You should have asked me if I wanted a shot first. You're sitting over here trying to touch me, dude. Like. And again, not only men, but women too. Don't just come up and touch my hair. That shit makes me feel weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not your fucking dog. You know what I'm saying? You don't just get to walk over and just fucking pet me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no fucking item. Like, I'm a whole person. So just ask me. If you ask me, I will say yes to basically everybody. Just ask me first. That's all. That's all it takes.
Yeah. I get that. No, I heard that. I've heard that, especially like I have a lot of black friends who travel to Asia, and obviously being black in Asia, sore thumb. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone sees you, your hair, and like people like have children stare at them, and they'll say like it's interesting when you everywhere you go, everyone's looking at you.
I think the staring I mean, as because I am the way I'm is like,
and the way that you look, like
the staring never bothered too much.
You everywhere you go, I'm sure you have everyone looking at you.
Yeah, I think it led me to not like attention a lot. Like, I like sitting in the back of the bus. Like, I like sitting in the corner,
being quiet,
smoking my cigarette. You know, like I like for y'all to do the thing. Let me just observe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess it's just maybe the thing. But no, it's never really bothered me. I don't think. Luckily enough, because of my family, I was able to grow into the look. I think, and I got comfortable with it fast. Like, I remember being uncomfortable with it.
What was that like? Feeling of being like, what was that? Well, how would you describe like beforehand? What do you mean like growing into the look? What look did you have, or perception that you had, or people had of you?
Well, there's the whole albino thing. Spectrally, I'm somewhere on there, but like I'm not albino in the whole sense of the word, essentially.
You don't have red eyes.
Exactly.
that's the main thing. The only thing that's keeping it from being a full blown albino is the eyes.
Yeah, and then most of the hair is a whole lot lighter than this. Other factors. Whatever. But yes, I do understand. Like, there's a spectral thing about it, and I'm on there. It's just I'm not that, essentially. So there was that, and then having had because there were other albinos that were like around the city, not in my city, but like there was Chris Davis was in Sheffield, who I knew and I've been compared to my whole life. Which me and Chris get along because it's funny.
Well, that's funny because like the thing is I don't know anything about the albino community, but like because you're albino, you're like, oh, there's this other albino I know from this city, and like you're like everyone tells you about the other albino they know. Yeah.
Well, the whole thing is like even some of his family members would be like, hey, Chris, and I'm like, I'm not related to you. I don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming he probably got the same thing back. He was older than I was, so I don't know. I think maybe people mistook me for him. But the thing was that, like, I didn't feel like we looked alike. And it was never anything of some stuff, like, anybody looked bad or anything like that. But it was just, like, basically I would look and be like, okay, that's how you guys are perceiving me. But, like, you guys aren't perceiving how I actually look. You're perceiving the idea. You know what I'm saying? And so that kind of fucked me up because I was like, it doesn't really matter what the fuck I look like because y'all are just going to, like, again, it's in their own heads, you know, kind of thing like that. So I took that negatively at first.
Of course.
And I was like, well, damn, like, how the fuck can I...
Well, to be honest, being an albino in Alabama, you're pretty much a minor celebrity.
Well, again, I'm not an albino. I'm on the spectral.
You're... How should I say? You're albino light. You're diet albino?
I don't know. It's just because I just feel like I'm not just there enough. Like, I'm not 50 even. You know, like, it's just, like, on there. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. The term's always just been weird. I don't know. I've never really used it. But, no, but yeah, I see what you're saying. It was crazy, especially crazy just us being in such close quarters.
But also because I don't know and understand being an albino. Like, you know, I've actually, interesting story. I saw a full-blown black albino in Dodger Stadium. You know, it was him, his two friends were also black, but, like, you can always tell he was a black man, but his skin was, like, you know, exactly white. Yeah. Eyes are red, hair white, everything.
Oh, yeah. And like, it's like, it's weird, you know, because life doesn't change, you know? Like, it does publicly, you know? Because, like, people are going to, so, like, going back to what I was saying, like, I took it negatively, then I was like, oh, it's a good thing that, like, I just get to be who I, like, it doesn't matter. People are going to perceive me, are going to look at me, they're going to see the fro, they're going to see the glasses. That's my logo. Like, it's not any facial features, anything, it's just the fro and the glasses. I know that's what all the people see. Yeah.
And the fact that you can't grow a full beard.
Okay. All right.
He's like,
I jabbed you earlier. This is the jab. I got you. I deserve that.
He's like,
a little sensitive about that topic. I'm trying. I'm trying.
I haven't shaved for 7 years.
I shaved for okay. I haven't done like the beard oils or anything like the hair growth thing. Yeah, I figure it'll probably come in. I don't know. I'm saying that it's.
You look like motherfucker. You got the same jawline as fucking the Colonel from KFC.
Yeah.
You slick your hair back. Hey, you know what? You slick your hair back. You
I ate KFC before I came. That's wild.
I love KFC's skin. I don't like their meat. Their meat's too dry.
Really?
I swear. But Popeyes is the best.
You might be getting that under what's name.
No, actually, say the best. Church's is the best. Popeyes is second. I love Church's chicken.
I go Church's first. I go KFC's too.
Yeah, KFC. But the problem with KFC is every single one of them, doesn't matter where they are, is gonna fuck up your order. I had KFC like 3 days ago.
I just got my order perfect. KFC just knows me. No, they just know me. They know my heart. They know I'm in it.
They forgot the mashed potatoes last time I was there.
I had mashed potatoes. Not only did I get a 2-piece meal.
2 pieces?
2 thighs instead of a thigh and a leg. Because I'm that guy.
Okay.
A chicken sandwich. And I want mashed potatoes with what's steak. Everything's there.
What's steak?
Oh, the mashed potatoes with the combo. With the two
gravy?
Thighs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mashed and gravy? Yeah. Oh, mashed potatoes with the thing. Is what I said, sorry.
Okay. Yeah. With the thing. I was like, what did he put in your mashed potatoes? I was like, is this on the In-N-Out secret menu? I didn't know Popeyes had a secret menu.
Isn't it? I haven't gone in and out, man. Is it worth it? Is it?
I'm about to choke you right now. I literally will choke you right now.
What's your problem?
Because the fact that you insult me in my own house.
I live down
you insult me in my house. But the fact that you never had In-N-Out, you insult me as
so
a man.
It's so full all the time. It's so full all the time.
There's a reason why, motherfucker.
I'm just figuring
there's
a
like fucking reason why. See, this is me losing respect for you. You lost 50. You know in GTA where there's like plus and minus respect. Minus 50 respect.
50?
Yeah.
That's tough.
Just like honestly,
not for real.
I'm about back. I need to gather my emotions and not be angry. I am very. You have no idea.
So again, you don't really have to answer the question now. It seems like I should go to In-N-Out. That's what you're saying.
I'm about to slap my foot.
If I go to In-N-Out though and it's not good,
I'm gonna slap my foot.
You said all this crazy shit.
I'm gonna slap my foot.
Gonna be a problem.
I said, all right. So I had a girlfriend in college who got mad at me because she was from Tennessee and she never had In-N-Out before, but I had a Sonic to In-N-Out, and anyone who's ever had In-N-Out, I just stunned it. It's like when you go to In-N-Out, yeah, the line is long, but you know what? It's worth it. Same thing as a favorite memory. You know what I mean? Because every time you go, it's an immaculate time. You know what I mean? Take your time, you're in the car, you're just talking story, you're bullshit, listening to music. Okay. Then you listen to a song, and both of you just start jamming out for 5 minutes. And then you pull up, you order, and then of course it takes another 15, 20 minutes. Yeah. You go through the thing, you have a whole emotional experience. You talk about your ex and how much you hate her and shit, all that shit. And then you finally get the order, you're like, oh, thank you, bye. And then you go to wherever you're gonna eat it.
Yeah.
You whether it's home, whatever, the park, blah blah blah, beach, and then you take that bite, that first bite. You know what I mean? You crunch down and you feel the soft warmness of that outer bun until you get to that crunchy, toasted part of the crust. Mm-hmm. And you feel that, and then you get a splash of the fresh, watery goodness of the tomatoes and the lettuce, and then that juiciness that comes from the sauce, that secret sauce.
The secret sauce? Oh, they got a secret sauce. Okay.
That secret sauce. Until you're like, ooh, that's some good secret sauce. And then you finally take your bite into the meat till I give you that full round of flavor, of taste. It's a whole crunch. Because it's like that fresh lettuce, fresh tomatoes. So it's not like floppy, no, it's crunch. Take that bite into it, and then you rip it apart, chew, and you let those blends of emotions wrap and evaporate into your taste buds as you enjoy them.
Right.
Swallowing it into the freshest meal of buns, bread, vegetables, secret sauce, and meat that you've ever had.
I go to that tonight, man.
I'm gonna drive you through too. We're gonna wait 45 minutes. We're gonna wait 45 minutes for In-N-Out right now. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. This shit ain't sponsored by In-N-Out, but I will say this.
Yeah, that was super intense, man. It was super intense.
You felt that. You felt the emotions.
No, regardless, again, at this point, regardless of whatever time I have, I know that place means something to you.
It means
so deep.
Not to me, but to California and to the whole West Coast. Because you know why? If you don't like In-N-Out, you know what that means?
Well, yeah. It's just
You're not like us. You're not like us.
I feel the same way about Waffle House.
Oh. Alright. I feel that. I know.
So, let me tell you the Waffle House version.
The waffles?
You just left the bar.
You drunk off your fucking...
Drunk off of your mind.
You're stumbling in there. Stumbling in there.
Oh, shout out to Fuqua. I used to live with boy Fuqua. And he would let touring bands come through and play at the house, in our living room. Yeah. Art mill bands, all kind of bands. I performed there. They would come and mosh, and I would tell everybody at the beginning of the night, be like, hey, I live here. If you see me coming during the mosh, get the fuck out the way. Because I don't do that. So if you hit me, I'm going to take it as you're hitting me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't grow up in the mosh culture. You know what I'm saying? I respect it, and I love to watch it. I respect it. I respect the fuck out of it. Because I get it. Like some people didn't grow up fighting. Some people have a lot of pent-up aggression, And that's like a consent of exchange. Like, bro, I can fucking goddamn like I respect that. It's a release. Like I respect the fuck out of it. I really do.
It serves a purpose.
It's just from where I'm from, I can't be hit or hit for no reason. Like that's just not how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. There's just a difference, but I respect it. For the longest, I think it's a really healthy thing for people to do. Really safe place most times. So that was always the thing. So there was one night.
He done fucked up.
Yeah.
He done
if you know me,
fucked up.
It's happened. So I get fucked up. my homie at the time, we had just met these 3 chicks, and he was like, hey, we're gonna go to Waffle House.
Oof.
Am I hungry at this moment? No.
Of course not.
Absolutely
but
not.
You know when you are gonna be hungry.
Do I want to go? Not really. But he said Waffle House. And I know I'm drunk, and drunk me at Waffle House always has a good time.
Sounds like me when you say In-N-Out.
Regardless of where I'm eating or not. So, I go, in the car, I realize this is going to be bad.
Why?
Because my stomach's flipping, and I don't throw up when I'm drinking. So when I am about to throw up when I'm drinking, I'm like, oh, this is not good at all.
You feel it.
I can feel it. So everybody gets out the car, they go in, I'm like, I got to sit out here and smoke this cigarette. I took 16 minutes to smoke this thing. Because I'm just out there fighting for my fucking life.
You're struggling.
I'm fighting for my fucking life.
You're like, Lord, you like looking up?
You get me past this one. Just get me past this one, I'll be fine.
Make a decision.
Preface, I had work in the morning.
Fair enough.
So I go in after smoking this 16-minute cigarette. I stand beside the table. I don't sit down. I stand beside the table. And it's always when somebody asks you, are you okay? That you aren't okay.
No.
And you never answer that with, yeah, no.
You always like,
As soon as they ask me that, I'm like, okay, the throw up's coming now.
Yeah.
I don't run to the bathroom for some reason. I go outside, around to the back of the Waffle House, and throw up there. Not only do I throw up there, but I fall asleep there.
It happened to me once.
They didn't find me. I come to, walking to the front of Waffle House with a lovely woman. She's like, I'm going to get you a biscuit. You okay? I'm like... I look at the time. It's 7. I got to be at work at 8. Work is 15 blocks that way. I'm leaving. And I left. Waffle House, dog.
Waffle House.
Waffle House, bro.
That's Waffle House.
That's the kind of shit that happens, bro.
Happened to me in Hawaii in college one time. I don't think you know, but I went to the University of Hawaii for college.
Nice.
And
I think we talked about that last time.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. We didn't
a little bit, but so there's a place called Zippy's, which is kind of like the Waffle House of Hawaii. It's Zippy's. You know what I mean? It's great. I love Zippy's. If you know Zippy's, you know it's everything they have there, fire. There's not a single item on their menu that does not slap. And if you don't think so, I'll slap the fuck out of you. Basically, you know what I mean? Mac and cheese slaps. Korean barbecue slaps. Cottage chicken slaps. Fucking everything else slaps. I'll slap the fuck out of you. But you know what I mean? So, we was out drinking in Waikiki, and there's the one like the not Mo'ili. I think it might be the Mo'ili area, but like which is like in between where the campus is, which is Manoa and Waikiki. But there's the Zippies in that right in between there.
Right.
And they drove, and in Hawaii you can drive in the trunk or the bed of the truck.
Yeah.
So in some like in Alabama, I heard you can't drive in the truck.
Yeah, I think I remember it becoming illegal, but we still do it.
Yeah, I heard it's illegal there.
Yeah, we still do it though.
And so I had a friend of mine who was actually in college. She was from Alabama.
Oh, nice.
Told me it was illegal there, and he said the reason why he doesn't, and he didn't. He had a what's the one? I forget what it's called. What's the car in Eazy-E he had?
6'4"?
Not
An
6'4".
Impala? Yeah.
It was the Impala. It was the Impala with the bed in the back.
Yeah.
He had one of those.
Nice.
And I was like, oh, let's just jump in the back. And he's like, nah. Senior year of high school, the rival school across town, they got in a car accident. People were in the back and they all died. So no one's allowed to sit in the back. And so that's why I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
so that's why that shit in Alabama stuck in my head because of that. And he said soon after that they banned it.
That shit happens, dude. That shit fucking happens.
It does. I mean, it's bad here in LA. You can't sit in the bed of the truck here in LA.
Oh no, that's like guaranteed death. Like, why would you do that? The way motherfuckers dropping out here, like again, like in Alabama, you could probably get. Never mind. Yeah, no, because if basically.
Well, there's more like
if we're in a group and somebody's sitting, if there's a multiple people sitting, there's nothing that's like Christian happening here. This is all. This is debauchery, whether it be teenage or grown. This is debauchery. What's happening right now? This is what's happening. Wherever we're going, there's trouble afoot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel that. I guess I feel that.
So yeah, but like being in Mexico, that shit doesn't matter. Like that shit like we were all always right in the back of the trucks. Like that's how, especially
we still did it.
We were running 40 deep. And we were all like cramming in the back of the truck. Like you think like it was like people's was sitting on top of people's, like sitting on top of people's. You know what I mean? We were 3 people deep on how this shit. And so like, it's interesting to like think about like why that shit's illegal makes sense. But like a lot of us still do it.
Yeah.
But it depends where you're at.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it fucking driving down the 405.
Shit, dude.
Nope.
Absolutely fuck not.
Nope.
Sounds like a terrible idea. I wouldn't do it on the street by the house. I just wouldn't.
Not in your area, no. Yeah, he lives by accidental. That area is crazy. La Brea?
Fuck yeah, it's like La Brea. Goddamn Brea, man. I like it.
I know. It's a good area. But, we've been here about almost 3 hours, so, like...
We've been filming that one?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Hell yeah.
Reddeth?
Reddeth, yeah.
Reddeth? So, tell everyone where they can find you. Your album's dropping... Uninspired.
Yeah,
your LP.
The LP.
Okay, so the LP. It's his LP, not an album. It's not an album. It's an LP.
Yeah, LP. Yeah.
Everyone, I don't know the whole lingo jargon.
Yeah.
Piece LP. I've heard of it, but I'm like, I don't get it.
The first album would be that shit that I was talking. Well, the shit that you were talking about, like in that same way of like just conceptualizing, getting some people together and making just whatever we want to make. So that'll probably be the first album. Just gonna work on that, but just me with the hip hop, yeah. No, yeah,
so Reddit. Yeah. Spotify, YouTube,
Spaces, YouTube,
Instagram,
wherever you get
Twitter.
your music. Yeah,
what's your Instagram?
Reddeth 777. I actually just changed it so I could do that because I had a really long obnoxious one at first. It was like Rock a Hoodie Reddeth, which was fine, but like Reddeth 777 gets the job done.
Fair enough. I feel that.
REDDETH 777. No capitals.
All right, but thank you, Reddith. Is there anything else you'd like to promote before we take off for the night?
No, man.
Hey. And words that make people love, peace, and almighty treat, grease. We love y'all. Stay safe.